Good afternoon.
Welcome to the Potting Shed. It is myself, Bex Edwards, and of course the award-winning gardener, Adam Walcott. And we are here with YouGarden in the fabulous Potting Shed to bring you a brand new week of deals and some really exciting plants today.
Yeah, we have. There's one behind that I'm really excited about. Look at that. It's a mango tree.
It's a mango tree, everybody.
It is.
It's quite exciting. Well, we'll get to that one for you in a little while. Let's give you all of the other information that you need. First of all, you will have seen a code that has just appeared on screen. Is that the correct code, Matthew? I didn't think it was. The code should be YGTV 2526. We're going to change that right now for you. We are in a brand new week. That means we're nearly halfway through the year.
Oh, don't talk about that.
We're nearly halfway through the year.
No.
Isn't it the summer solstice this weekend?
No. Do not mention those. Don't mention those words in my ear. It's not happening this year. It's cancelled. The days are staying this long until the end of November this year.
Okay,
it's
fine.
official.
Let's move over. Let's move past that subject. Okay, the code is now right. It is on the screen. YGTV 2526. It's very important that you know that code because right here. Whoop, look at that. That is free postage. That will get accessed when you enter the code when you place your order, and you will also save money. Any deals we've got on the plants, buy one, get one free, double up deals, all of those sorts of things, they are unlocked by entering that code.
They are indeed.
What else do you want to tell them?
Let's talk about the club. Join in the club, because then you can save loads and loads. 15% you can save on things like compost and all our plants, for example. 7.5% you can save on things like lawnmowers and garden furniture. And all it's going to cost you is £10 a year if you set it on that auto renewal as well, which is absolutely fabulous. And it doesn't even end there as well, because we're going to give you 4, and you said coupons, but it's the same thing, vouchers, £5 vouchers. You can use. Just look at the expiry dates on those. You can use them on separate orders. You don't have to use them every season. 4 successive orders you can use them on, providing they're not run out. And then also you've got the P&P vouchers there as well that you can use, £6.99 each. So you can save on P&P because everything in the potting shed today is shipping free. But if you go on the website and buy something, you might have shipping. But if you've got one of those little vouchers, you can cancel it with one of them.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Right, what else do we need to tell them? Oh, send us your pictures, please. I've seen that there is a few that have come into the email address so far. The email address you need is ygtv@yougarden.com. Matt is going to put it on the bottom of the screen. Apparently it's not coming up. It'll come up in a minute. On the bottom of the screen, hopefully in a second, it will say ygtv@yougarden.com. Please send us your pictures. Our gardens are looking fantastic now, aren't they? Or certainly areas of them are. And we would love to see what's happening in your garden as well, please.
I've still got a few gaps there. I've still got a bit of soil showing.
Of course you have.
I'm working on that.
Good.
Because I've got Sunday off. Sunday is the final blitzing of the last bit of bare soil day.
Is it?
Yeah.
You're going to sort it.
So next week, I do not want to see 1 square millimetre of bare earth in my garden.
All right, we are going to get started, though. If you want to send us any comments, please do on YouTube or on Facebook. Hello to all the Facebookers. Hello to the YouTubers. So Verna, Anne, Mauricia, Nathan from East Coast Tropical, 1874 Villain. Dingo is in as well. Mahi Creations, Baldrick. Did I say 1874 Villain? And Skylar are the ones that I saw in the chat at the moment, all saying hello to everybody. Please, can we have a double up on compost? Baldrick, I don't know what the deal is this week. We'll certainly have a little look. Anyway, if you've got any questions or comments, stick them in the chat or send them via the email address, which has now popped up on the bottom of the screen. Let's get cracking. We've got loads of double up deals today, so we will be able to share those details with you. We're starting off with the fantastic Hannibee. This is the Digitalis. This is a nice compact one, isn't it?
Yeah, this is beautiful, Bex. It's a foxglove, and there's 3 fantastic colours here. You've got the pink, you've got the purple, and you've got the white.
Nice.
I adore foxgloves. They just bring real elegance to the garden, don't they?
Country cottage.
Yay, they do. And they're a wild plant, as you know. I mean, they grow in the woodlands. Oh, goodness me, I went looking at the foxgloves growing around where I lived the other day.
I saw your little video. That's amazing.
Oh, wow. They are so stunning. They seed about. They're good for sort of shady areas as well, all part sun, beds and borders, pots and containers. These ones are only going to get to about 50 to 75 centimetres tall, so they're really super compact.
But these ones give you multiple flower spikes,
Well,
don't
that's
they?
what I was just looking at, because the ones in the in the woods, when you go and see the ones that grow wild, they tend to have just one central flower spike and perhaps the odd few. But look at these. I mean, these are multi-stemmed all the way round. So they're going to keep flowering for a long, long time. And they are what we call like a perennial plant. Now, they won't live for years and years and years, but they're what we call a short-lived perennial. But what they do is, once the main flower spike has gone, they produce little pups at the base, and then they will be your flowering plants for next year and the year after. Weeks and weeks of flowers on these as well. And you'll have loads of bees' bums in these, all buzzing about. The bees go bonkers for them. They love getting in, they love getting all that nectar. Obviously, they get the pollen as well. And if you leave some of the flower heads on to the actual seed heads go really dark and crispy, they will seed about, and you'll get myriads of little foxglove seedlings that you can lift. You can actually transplant them directly from where they are. You can pick them up and grow them on in little pots. Basically, once you've got foxgloves and they're in that happy place, one way or t'other, you'll have them for always.
And they're quite like a part shade position,
yeah,
don't
they do.
foxgloves?
They're good for shade. So if you've got a north-facing border, they work really well with things like hostas, acers, all those sort of shade-loving plants. They do very, very well, but they will grow in a sunnier spot, providing you give them a moisture-retentive soil. They don't like dry soil. If you put them in really dry soils, they tend to be a bit stunted and they don't give their best. But moisture-retentive, organic, rich soil, and they just bring such joy, such elegance. And they're sort of the plants that are in kids' fairy tale books, aren't there? There's a lot of kind of things about foxgloves. Weird name, foxgloves. I've never seen a fox wearing gloves.
No.
But yeah, I don't think they need to, really, do they? But obviously, somebody might know what they're called, foxgloves, but there you go.
If you know why they're called foxgloves, let us know in the chat, will you please? Now, we do have a double up deal available here as well. So if you want to go for 6 of these, because bear in mind it's a pack of 3, so you will get the purple, the pink, the white, and you can double up, so 2 lots equals 6 of these plants, all in the, I want to say if they're a 2 or a 3 litre pot, the 3 litre pots. So you would get 6 of those in the double up deal. Now it's double up for £10 more. Bearing in mind, you're going to get three plants, each in a 3 litre pot for £10. Or if you're in the club, because you still get your 15% discount, that is £8.50 for 3 litre potted plants. That's less than £3 each, which is just a crazy price. 561431 is the price. Sorry, no, it's not. It's the item number that you need for this particular item. Now, if you are placing your orders on the phone lines, that item number is really useful. If you're placing your order on the website, yes, that item number is useful because you can type it into the search bar, or you can simply go to the Live Now button and you can scroll down, and that's where absolutely everything is. All of the items that we have selected for this week's show that have the free postage, you will be able to find in that one page. It's live now. This is on a PC. If you're on a phone or a tablet, it might be under the menu, but scroll down. Also, if you're on a phone or a tablet, please scroll left and right through the pictures, not just up and down. That's how you'll be able to see absolutely everything. I love that Heuchera Eternal Flame. We have got the Buddleia Little Rock Stars. That's coming up in a little while. We've got that amazing Patio Mango Tree. That's coming up in a little while as well. Grow your own mangoes. Are you kidding?
Yeah, you can. It's a project, but you can do it.
It's definitely possible.
Definitely.
And so we're quite excited about having that one in the potting shed as well. Oh, and Matt took that picture. There you go. That is exactly what the stock is looking like. He's just told us in our
I remember
ears.
standing right near him when he was taking that picture.
Oh, really?
I do, yeah.
Oh, there you go.
I was.
All right, so loads of double up deals to be had as well. And we've started off with that Digitalis on the double up deal. That is a bonkers deal. 6 of those for $29.97 and less than that if you're in the club. Right, we're moving on. We're going to go back to one of the favourites from last year, and this is an absolute stunner. This is called the Salvia amistad, and these flowers are, I'm going to say they are so impressive.
They are, and they're impressive right the way up until late September, October, even into November. I visited a garden in Scotland quite late last year, and they had a whole bed of all different salvias, and these were about 3 metres tall in that flower bed, and they were huge, and they just had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these really deep, stunning purple flowers. It's another one that's really adored by the pollinators. You have that sort of fragrant foliage.
Yeah,
I
love the fragrant foliage.
I love the
salvia.
smell as well, because that's real.
All salvias have this wonderful
They
fragrance
do,
too,
don't
don't they?
That is gorgeous, but it's the amount of flower you get on this, and it's a nice sort of perennial as well, because it starts to flower from midsummer, and then it will go all the way through. So when you've got things like dahlias, chrysanthemums, gladioli, all those late autumn flowering plants, that's when it'll give you that colour right the way through till autumn, bringing loads of bees and pollinators as well. And if you grow it in the right place, it will come back year after. It wants a well-drained position, reasonably sunny, or it will grow in sort of part shade as well. If you put it in very wet, heavy soil, the roots tend to rot off. But in that prime spot, it will grow back year after year. What I tend to do with our one is I just sort of reduce it by about a half or 2/3 at the end of autumn. Then I leave kind of the main stem there till the spring. And then what you normally see is little shoots coming up from the base. Once you see the new shoots coming through, then you can take the final bit of stem off. It will do a lot of growing in the first half of the summer, and you might think to yourself, are you ever going to flower?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, it starts to produce these buds, and then at the end of the season, you're going to think, are you ever going to stop flowering?
Yeah, it keeps going quite late on as well, doesn't it?
It really does.
It's a great one for late season colour. And as Adam said, amazing for pollinators.
Yeah,
they love it.
They do. I mean, there'll be the bees, the butterflies, the lacewings, the hoverflies. They'll be buzzing over this. And as soon as the main flower spike has gone over, trim that main flower spike off, then you get little side shoots that come out, and they'll give you even more flowers. You can grow it in a pot or a container if you want to. But seriously, I mean, considering double up on this, because 2 of these, either side of a front door, a back door, a flight of steps going up into the top part of your garden, all that kind of stuff will look absolutely awesome.
Look at that. I mean, that is absolutely achievable. Very, very easily. Comes to you in the 3-litre pot. You can double up on this if you want to as well. So that is double up for £5 more. 12.17. Yeah, that's £5 more, isn't it? So basically, the second one of those costs you just £5. That's amazing. 560516 is the item number. That's what the stock is looking like at the moment. Some more double up deals for you that are coming up later on. First of all, we have the Corydalis, the blue heron, the 6 plug plants here. A beautiful compact plant. This it doesn't get absolutely massive at all. I think it's about about 30 centimetres height spread is what this grows to. Electric blue flowers. Really brightly coloured stems and really interesting foliage on there as well. Those flowers are super fragrant too. I never realised when I first planted them how fragrant they are. Personally, I think it's a pot plant, but it could go in the front of a border quite happily. Loves a part shade position. I found the bright sun was not good for them. So do think about a part shade position for your Corydalis.
Good bedfellows with a foxglove.
Yeah, perfect actually. 480876, the item number. You can double up on that one if you wish. Next up, we have got the beautiful osteospermum collection. Hardy osteospermums, these ones. So bear in mind, unlike the other ones that need winter protection, you can leave these ones out. They're great ground cover. They can spread quite wide, actually. You've got 3 different varieties. One of them, I think, can spread between 2 and 3 feet. Adam's shaking his head. You don't think it'd quite get that far?
No, sorry. No, I was just...
Thinking, just ignore it.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking to Matt.
Yeah.
Sorry, he's talking to Matt. So you've got the white and the pink, and you've got that slightly darker coloured pink included in there. You will get 2 of each of those, the jumbo plugs, and you can double up here as well, so you can get 12 of those. I've just planted these at the front of the border, which I think is the perfect place for them to go, because they don't get too tall, which is brilliant. 480991, the item number. Double up if you would like to. Next up, we've got the Laura petalum. So this is all about that foliage colour, the contrast that it's going to create, not just because you've got that dark foliage on the plant, but also because you've got those bright pink flowers that appear on there. Perfect bedfellow for acers, hostas, etc., because that loves that part shade position. It does prefer slightly acidic soil though, so bear that in mind. I think it's an ideal one for container growing. Grows a little bit wider than it does tall, and I reckon that's about 1 metre in height eventually, but it is quite slow growing, so just bear that one in mind. A beautiful plant, been very popular here for us at YouGarden. 510604 is the item number. Quick question. 1874 villain. Question for Adam, although I could answer, but we'll put it to Adam. I have bought a new planter with a trellis. Would you take the passion flower off its cane and out of the pot and put it straight into the compost and in the planter to grow on trellis?
That's what I did with mine actually the other day. Yeah, because I put mine in a pot and I took it off the actual bamboo cane very carefully though.
Yeah.
I just sort of laid it down at the side, and then I lifted it up onto the trellis and then just gently tied it in on the trellis.
And the thing is, the passion flower, it has those wonderful curling tendril things. It will happily self-cling.
In a few days, Bex, that's what it's done. It's already gripped onto the trellis. I mean, if you've got one single stem on yours, you could just train it straight off the bamboo cane. But because I had 2 or 3 separate stems on mine, I kind of wanted to fan them out a little bit.
I had 3 that came off mine.
Yeah.
I'm growing mine in the tower pot. So off the cane, in the pot, and just sort of wrapped it around to get even coverage.
Helter-skelter style.
And now it's I don't have to do anything to it.
They're
it's
great,
just
aren't
doing
they?
whatever it wants to.
Mine's got so many buds. It's only been in
Has
a week.
it?
Yeah, loads and loads
Oh,
of
I'll have
buds.
to check
So
mine.
really looking forward to that flowering.
I can't wait. I love passion flowers. I think they're really beautiful. And Verna's got hers flowering at the moment. That was the Salvia Amistad. I know a lot of you got hold of that Salvia Amistad next year. Are you going to get the Penstemon blue colour back at any time soon? Mauricia, I will ask that question. Maybe Stu will know. I don't know if he was at the stock meeting this week, but that was really popular. It did sell out very quickly for us. We'll certainly ask the question, Mauricia, for you. Right, we're going to have a look at the rock stars. So we have got the beautiful Buddleia, and this is the Little Rock Stars collection. If you want to grow Buddleia, but you don't want to give up too much of your garden space to a Buddleia, let's face it, they can get absolutely massive. These are the varieties to go for, aren't they?
Well, you see the pictures there. That's how dinky these are. I mean, these are fabulous.
They're so small.
And
I mean, about 40 or 50 centimetres, that's
all.
it.
Yeah, I mean, that is the maximum height they'll get to. And I was showing you one the other day that had a little flower on it. It was this colour. Oh, the fragrance as well.
It's so good,
yeah,
isn't it?
I mean, you cannot believe such a small plant can pump out so much fragrance.
Yeah,
You're getting those three fantastic colours. There's the pink, the purple and the white. And it does everything you want from a Buddleia, apart from get big. If you travel on the railways a lot, and I always mention this, you see the wild Buddleias, don't you? Miles and miles and miles of them. I mean, 3-4 metres tall. They spend millions of pounds every year trying to getting rid of them, and they just keep coming back. But these are much, much more friendly. So you're going to get a beautiful root system. I mean, look at that. Everyone has got a root system. I'd be really, really surprised if these didn't flower this year because they've got such lovely, healthy stems.
Yeah, I reckon they
will.
will.
And then you'll get those flowers in about another sort of 2 or 3 weeks' time because, again, they're a bit more mid to late summer flowering Buddleias. And once they start flowering, they'll go all the way through to the autumn. And deadhead as well. And that little bit of video you saw there, you could see some dead flower heads on those. See the flower heads that have gone over? Clip those off. As soon as they start to go over, that'll encourage little side shoots to develop, and that will keep that display going and going and going. These are small enough to put all 3 of these in a large pot or a container if you want to do that. Have all 3 colours kind of nestled against each other.
Look.
Be lovely, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
and
really
then
pretty.
Bring in all the butterflies, butterfly bush is their common name anyway, all the other pollinators as well. It'll give you fragrance. They do lose their leaves eventually in the autumn, but they'll take all the frost and the cold during the winter time. And they're really drought tolerant as well once established. They'll come back year after year. For the first couple of years, I wouldn't do anything with them. Just let them grow, establish, enjoy them. After sort of 3 years or so on, they start to get a little bit woody or some of the old stems get a bit manky looking. Late winter, early spring, trim those back a little bit and it will always flower for you on that brand new wood the same year you clip them back. So you're not even going to miss out on the years of flowering.
So you can double up on this one if you would like to. So the deal is for 3 9-centimetre pots, but you can double up, put 2 lots in your basket, and you'll get 6 of those, which means 2 of each colour. And I do think because this is a nice compact Buddleia, we could all fit those into our garden, couldn't we?
Easily. I mean, if you go for like an olive planter, Somerville planter, Durham planter,
yeah, you could get 3 in them, couldn't you?
You could easily get 3 in all of those, no problem. So I mean, I would even say, even one of the Devonport planters, you could probably get away with 3 in there.
Squeeze them in, why not?
Yeah, I mean, and you can see how lovely the colours look when they're together in the bit of video here. Just those lovely mix of the purple, the pink and the white.
It's pretty.
And I can smell them right now. The fragrance is so, so gorgeous on these. So if you always wanted to grow a Buddleia, but you haven't got the space, well, you have now, because even 3 floors up on a balcony, you can grow these.
511824 is the item number if you want to go for those. Go to YouGarden.com to place your order. Make sure you're using your code, please. YGTV 2526 is the code for this week. There is a box on the website that says, do you have an offer code? That's where you put that in to get your savings and you double up pricing. Matt and I are going to be at the NEC tomorrow. By the way, you're not going to Gardeners World Live, are you?
No, I'm here. I'm here tomorrow.
Here.
Yeah. I'm holding the fort.
Matt and I are going to go tomorrow. So if you're there at the NEC tomorrow, Matt says he'll see you at the bar. We're going to go and have a little wander around.
Don't forget to take your Sharpie.
Take me Sharpie? What for?
Or the signing thing.
Yeah, right, okay. Well, there was another question. Hang on. Have you got anything that's really long flowering with a nice scent? Not Erisium Bolsmovas. I already have a lot of these. This is Mahi Creations.
These?
Those are amazing.
The Buddleias?
I was going to say, we've got the lovely Catherine Rose coming up in a little while. I don't know if you fancy roses, but they're long flowering, and Catherine has the most amazing scent.
She does.
But Buddleia Rockstars, there you go. That's a good one.
Yeah, the Buddleias flower for ages, and they are seriously, seriously fragrant. I can promise you that.
All right, let's bring you back over to our favourites table. What we've selected for the favourites, but let's see what changes by Sunday. I'll be with you on Sunday, by the way. I'll be back in the potting shed on Sunday. You get your Sunday to go and fill your garden.
I've got my day off, yeah.
I'll be here. Right, we've got the Heuchera Eternal Flame. Now, this is a gorgeous Heuchera because you're going to get some colour changing going on with the leaves, aren't you?
That's the great thing about Heucheras. I mean, look at that there. That's the more mature foliage.
That's
so
gorgeous.
Those red colours really, really kick in. And you get those really pretty, delicate flower stems that come up as well. Those tiny white bell-shaped flowers. And Heucheras are another good plant for shade. So if on today's show, if you're looking to create a really good look for a shady area, the foxgloves, the corydalis, the Heucheras will all grow in the same area together very, very happily. I'll whip one out the pot for you. Lovely, lovely, beautiful root system on there. It's a darker root colour, but you can see how solid that root ball is. There's no compost falling away. And you can plant these in shade, but they do equally well in sunnier spots as well. Dry soil or damp soils, and they keep their foliage all the year through.
It's why it's one of my mum's favourite plants, actually. She does really love Heucheras. They're low maintenance. In the most part, I think there's some that they die back a little bit, don't they? But they don't completely disappear. And you just never really need to do anything to them. They just keep doing what they do.
All I do with mine, I've got a lovely one called a Heuchera Palace Purple, which is on my north-facing border.
Nice.
And all I do every spring, Bex, I basically take the old leaves off that got a bit damaged by the wind and the rain and stuff, and it always produces brand new, really lovely foliage from the middle.
I'm going to ask a question. Do you cut the flowers off?
Yeah.
I knew you would. I was talking about this the other day, and I said, because they do produce those lovely flowers. I personally love the flowers on them. I feel the same about hostas, but I was like, I'll bet you Adam is the kind of man that will cut the flowers off this because he'll think it's more about the foliage.
I'll leave them for a few days, and then once like some of the lower flowers start to go over, I get fed up with them, and I just take them off, and I just grow them for the leaves. But seriously, I mean, these are such stunningly beautiful plants. You don't need flower with these.
No, true.
Obviously they do, but they'll just give you that constant colour from this amazing foliage that will sort of change colour throughout the year, and they will remain pretty much semi-evergreen in the winter as well. As we said, full sun, part sun, even full shade, moist or damp soils, and they're nice and compact. The actual foliage never gets any taller than about 6 inches, to be honest, and the flowers about so tall.
Very pretty plant, and you can double up here, so you could get 6 of those. Again, because they're nice and compact, you can fit those in for sure. And great, as Adam says, for those slightly more shady spots in the garden. 561416 is the item number for that one. Now, Baldrick, you were asking for a double up deal on the compost. Let's go and have a look at the website, shall we? 100 125, the item number. Put that in. Add to basket and view the basket. Here we go. And let's have a little look. Right, we're going to double up, so we're going to stick another one in the basket. And then we're going to put in a code. YGTV 2326. Enter the code. We're going back a couple of weeks, but our codes do stay in existence for a few weeks. I know we say there's a new code every week, and use the new code, use the new code. Yes, you do need to use the code for the new deals, but sometimes deals that we've had on in the previous couple of weeks are still available via the old codes. So that was 2326 if you want to get your double up deal with your saving on the 100 125
Do you know what that is?
number.
That's devious.
That is devious.
That's devious.
I mean, it's still there, though, isn't it? So
take advantage.
why not?
Yeah.
If it's still there, it's still there.
Don't tell anyone else, just do it. Yeah.
Okay, Baldrick, grab your compost. Okay, that was the Heuchera Eternal Flame that we've got for you. Really stunning foliage colour for you. Now, you're all going to wonder what the heck we're doing bringing you these right now. I get it. These are the hellebore double queen mix. We will be talking to you about hellebores a lot from probably November and December and January and February, because that's when they're flowering. But it's pointless well, not pointless, you can still plant them then, by the way. But if you want flowers, then
You've got to plant them now.
You've got to plant them now. Gardening is about planning for the next season, isn't it?
It is. Get them established, get them in the ground. I actually planted 6 of these myself back in March, and they're I can't believe how many leaves they're put on. I mean,
really?
Honestly, they started off this size. They didn't do anything for about 3 or 4 weeks, and all of a sudden, They've got leaves on now 6-7 inches tall. They're really sort of bushing out. And the good thing is I will definitely get flowers on my hellebores this winter.
Yeah.
And I've got my witch hazel there. I've got my sarcococa, all those sort of winter flowering shrubs. I'm creating a nice sort of winter flowering scene outside the patio doors. And that's what you can do with these. And they're really unusual, these plants, because when you look at the flowers, they look so delicate. If you're not into gardening, if you don't understand gardening, you could well think to yourself, these must flower in June and July because they look really sort of delicate and sun-loving plants, but they flower at the most toughest, meanest, horrible time of year. January, February, March, sometimes even in late December, when there's really hard frosts, the days are short, and they will brighten up your garden. They will give you colour in those beds and borders, pots and containers. They keep their foliage all the year through, so they're never without leaves. And what some people do, they actually, when the flowers come through in the spring, the older leaves, they drop down. They will automatically drop down to ground level, and you can cut those old leaves away, and then they flower, and they'll flower for about 4, 5, 6 weeks. Lovely mixed colours, double flowers, single flowers, and then lovely, beautiful new leaves come up after the flowers, and it just repeats year after year after year. Eventually you can lift them and you can break them up and get like a half a dozen plants from a really well-established one. But the reason we are talking about now is because I don't want to be talking about winter now, but it's going to happen. It has to happen. But don't let it be miserable in your garden. Brighten it up. Give yourself some flower and colour in midwinter to brighten up those days, and get them in the ground now so they'll get the flowers on at that time of year.
And we will still be bringing you these plants once we get to winter. We'll be talking to you about them in, as I say, November, December, January, February, March, and we'll bring them to you as these plug plants. But if you're planting them then, you probably aren't going to get flowers then. You're going to have to get them in and get them established. It'll be next year where they're flowering. Whereas if you plant them now, you will get those flowers. They will get in and they will get established. Now, Mahi's asking about planting them out now. They've got them growing in pots and want to move them to borders. Can they do this now? I would say you can do this now as long as they're in a shady spot and you keep them moist, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, and this is a thing, they are good for really, really good shade. I've sort of visited gardens where these have been underplanted under trees, which, or even holly trees and things like that. And they're very drought tolerant as well once established. But I've also seen them growing on grassy banks and quite open areas along with spring flowering bulbs. So they're very adaptable. They will grow in a sunny spot or a very shady spot. They are bonkers hardy. I mean, they'll take -15, -20, -25. You will go out on a very cold winter's morning and all the foliage is kind of all sitting down.
Yeah, drooping a bit.
Yeah, and they look really, really sad. But as soon as the temperature lifts up, the foliage picks up again, and they will flower, as we said, and give you these beautiful colours at the darkest, meanest time of year.
Love them. I love hellebores, and they just spread and create this lovely carpet of colour at some of the dullest times of the year. All right, that's the double queen mix that we've got for you. 6 plug plants in there, saving a couple of quid as long as you use the code YGTV2526. The item number is 480961. Final one we've got on the table for you, and I am always a fan of this one. I love Agapanthus anyway, but we're talking about the Africanus. We're talking about the big boy, or it can be.
It can.
In time.
And really, really amazing blue flowers on this.
Yeah.
Proper blue, really blue flowers, true blue. And look at those. And you can see there, that one is growing at the base of a wall, and that's the place to grow these. Grow these right up against the house on a south or west facing wall of the house. They'll love the warmth that emanates from the brickwork. They'll love that really, really good drainage, and they'll enjoy that protection that they get in the winter from that nice sheltered position. They also enjoy being pot bound.
They really do.
We've seen them actually flower in 9-centimetre pots before, which is incredible. Coastal plants there, you see Jersey and Guernsey, they grow all over the place there, like weeds. They just kind of seed themselves about, and they will spread and clump up, and eventually you can lift and divide these as well. In a very, very cold area, I'd suggest growing these in a pot or a container. So, during the really cold weather, you can just pop the pot in the shed or a garage somewhere just so they don't freeze brick solid. But in most parts of the UK, in that very sheltered, sunny spot up against the house, as I say, west or south facing, they will get through most winters. And if you're a little bit worried, put a little bit of strolch or something over the top just to protect the crown of the plant. They'll come back year after year. They'll get bigger and bigger. They'll flower for weeks, successional flowers over a long period of time, and big, jumboriferous, made that word up, flower heads.
They are huge as well. The Africanus is absolutely amazing. It truly is. I've grown some of these from bare roots. I know it's going to take me a little while before they actually flower, but I'm so excited about having these. Thrives a little bit on neglect.
Yeah,
this
definitely.
is something that we would definitely give you the advice on, having made the mistakes and planted them into areas where they've got too much room to roam, treated them to high quality compost, watered them on a regular basis, and they never flowered. But I've managed it now. I've learned. Don't treat them too kindly.
Just ignore them.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. The thing is as well, they do very well on poor soil. So gravelly, you saw the picture of them growing on the side of a beach. So sandy soils, dry soils, gravelly, shaly, all those kind of soils where other plants struggle, they will love the drainage. They will love that really, really kind of nice open structure to the soil. And in that happy place, they'll double up, they'll treble up, they'll quadruple up, they'll spread, spread and spread. They'll bring in loads of pollinators. They'll come back year after year and they'll just give you a multitude of these beautiful, deep blue, very, very elegant flowers.
Really beautiful. So 560882 is the item number. It's 3 of the 9 centimetre pots. But if you want to double up and you want to create a display like we were just showing you in those pictures, do think about getting that double up deal. Double up for £10 more or £8.50 if you're in the club. 560882. Speaking of displays, let's show you this one. Oh, I forgot we had those. We've got the hanging baskets. Yes. These are the pre-planted hanging basket. These are the begonia apricot shades. Now that's what it's going to grow into. They are in the 25 centimetre pots that we've got for you, and you can get both of those home for £18 and 68 pence for the pair. And that, by the way, is going to be your delivered price. Remember, there is no postage to pay with shopping with us here on YGTV because you're going to use that code YGTV2526. Now, apricot shades is a very, very, very popular item for us, has been for years and years because, well, look, that's why. Look at how beautiful that is. And it's not just the flowers, it's the flowers and the foliage, as I always say about begonias, and the fact that these can actually cope in a bright sunny position, but also are very versatile and will grow happily in a part shade position as well. I've just planted a hanging basket with the begonia super cascades because my house is northeast facing and it gets a couple of hours sun in the morning and shade for the rest of the time. The begonias always do brilliantly in those spots. If you want the pre-planted begonia apricot shades hanging baskets, we're showing you what it will grow into. 450048 is the item number. Matt was trying to show you a picture, but it's not working. I kept talking, Matt, but I ran out of words. I'm sorry. I did try. Only so much I can keep saying. And now it's worked. Show him the picture, Matt. Show him the picture. Matt went for a little run around his village. And look.
No, that's now, is it?
That's now.
Wow.
When was this, Matt? 2 days ago? Yesterday, he went for a little run.
Look how humongous they are already, and it's only the middle of June.
Look at those. They do
are.
look like apricot shades, Matt. You're right. They
There you
look
go.
amazing.
So, see, it proves what we say is true, isn't it?
It's nice to know.
It is. It's nice to get that
Nice
kind of
to know
backup.
we're not fibbing to you.
I know.
Right, we're going to move on. We've got some exciting stuff for you. We've got some grow your owns. We've got some citrus, and we've got a mango. My word. Let's talk about the citrus first of all.
Forget the kumquat. Let's talk about the mango.
We have got the gorgeous kumquat for you. This is the... Thank you, Stu. This is the kumquat with the fruit in the 22 centimetre pot. Now, we guarantee it will come with some fruit attached.
This one has on here. It's got the little fruit and the
I can see a few.
odd thing about these as well. You eat the entire thing, the skin and the flesh.
I know, and it feels weird the first time you do it, but actually it tastes delicious. You would think it's got a horrible bitterness to it, because that's exactly what you'd expect when you know, the pith from an orange peel.
Yeah,
it's bitter and horrible, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got those tannins and things in it.
You don't get that in this.
Now, I've tried a few of these. Now,
yeah, I think
normally,
that's why it's bare.
I know when they're ripe because I kind of lift them up, and if they come away from the plant, they're ripe. These ones, they're not coming away from the plant. Oh, hang on.
Oh, no.
I've got to eat it now. Hang on, I just need to buff it up a bit. Just give me a little wipe from the shirt.
Off.
So, what a shame, we've got to eat it now.
No.
Oh, damn.
It's juicy though, isn't it? Mm. Oh, my mouth literally just started watering as you bit into that.
Weird thing is, the skin is actually more sweet than the fresh inside. Yeah, wow, that is nice.
They have pips in, by the way. Bear that in mind. Adam's just going to eat more, aren't you?
I'm just going to swallow the pips.
You don't care, right? Just get rid of it.
Keep talking.
All right, now, citrus is dead easy to look after. I know this because I've got them. They do need some winter protection. That's the most important thing to bear in mind. So they can stay outdoors in the summer months. They love being outdoors in the summer. And then you can bring them in the winter. They do need that winter protection. So I always say roughly from May to October, they can be outside. That is roughly, it depends on where you live in the country. If you can keep them above 0, above sort of 2 degrees, that's kind of ideal. Ericaceous compost, they are acid-loving plants, and water them regularly and frequently during the spring and summer months, but drastically, and I do mean drastically, reduce your watering down in winter. You want the top inch or 2 to properly dry out and just a little bit to keep it moist at that point, right?
That was really...
Honestly, my mouth is watering. I want one.
Mine's still watering now because that was really, really zesty. But it was weird because it's exactly the opposite of what you were saying a moment ago, Bex, in that, I mean, I remember as a kid trying to eat the skin of oranges, and you do, don't you, as a kid?
Try it.
I'll give it a go. I remember trying to eat banana skin once. I only did that once. But the skin on these is super, super sweet, and it contrasts with the flesh inside that's a little bit more zingy. So really, really nice, these. And if you grow them yourself as well, you can grow them organically. You can pick them directly from the garden, warmed by the sun, and you will get your own kumquats year after year after year. The flower is incredible on these as well. Really, really super gorgeous fragrant flowers.
I love the fragrant flowers on citrus. I just think they are magical. It's sweet, it's like jasmine, it's really beautiful. Dead easy to grow, as I say, and evergreen as well. And you can grow your own citrus. Honestly, it is totally possible in the UK. Warm, sunny position. It could even be a conservatory plant.
Yeah, I was going to say, you'll get fruits kumquat May, wouldn't you?
Oh, you're so good. I love you. Right, let's move on, shall we? 340104, the item number for the kumquat with the fruit there. £25.49, your delivered price.
Look at this.
Right, we've made you wait long enough. For those of you who are very excited to have this in here, I should have messaged Alice. I know she'd be quite excited about this. Hello, by the way, to Naomi, to Malk, to Alicia, to Carl, all of you who have just joined the chat as well. Lovely to have you here. This is the mini grafted mango tree. Mango tree. We can grow our own mangoes. Now, it's not going to be just a case of, you're going to get mangoes easily. This is going to take a bit of work. This is a project. Yeah, but I love that. Why not do it?
Which is good. I want one of these.
I want one of these.
Definitely. I did try and grow one once from a sort of a mango stone, but I couldn't actually get it to get that big. But this has been grafted onto another type of mango, so it's got that vigour, it's got that health to it. You're looking for the doodah joint.
Yeah, well, I was looking for the
little union down there.
Just because they were growing out the side, so I moved them.
Oh, yeah, that's what you need to do, don't you? Because you don't want those, the little kind of suckers coming out.
No, we don't want suckers.
Now, the secret with your mango is it is a tropical tree.
Yes.
So where they grow, I've been lucky enough to go to India a couple of times, and I went one year when it was mango season, and the people go bonkers. In this country we go mad when it's strawberry season, or when it's Jersey rolls. It's Jersey rolls. Got to have some Jersey rolls.
I do love Jersey roll all the time.
Yeah, in India they do the same. So as soon as the mangoes ripen, there's mango ice cream. They make sort of mango chutney.
Mangoes. Mangoes are one of my favourite fruits.
They are so gorgeous, mangoes. And
love them.
It broke my heart really because we're sort of going along some streets and they're just falling off the trees into the road and just sort of split. And I think, oh my God, they're £2.50 each in Waitrose, and they're going to waste on the floor. But I mean, you can grow your own mangoes, but they need warm temperatures. They never like going below about 15 degrees centigrade. So in the winter time, late spring, early autumn, they need to be indoors. They want to be in a conservatory or on a really super bright, sunny, warm windowsill. For the warmer part of the summer, they can be outside. So when the night temperatures are averaging around about 10, 12, 11 degrees, that will be fine. Daytime temperatures like we've got at the moment, they're going to absolutely love. So for that midsummer period, yes, you can keep these outside. If you're going to order one of these today, though, introduce it to that sunny spot gradually. Don't get it home, put it straight in the full-on sun. The leaves will get bleached out, they'll get scorched. So introduce it gradually, keep it nice and well watered, and it will get bigger and bigger year on year. They have beautiful white, fragrant flowers earlier on in the season. It is self-fertile as well, but you could get yourself a little tickling stick and go from flower to flower if you want, just to ensure you've got that.
Always helpful on a self-fertile plant, isn't it?
It sort of belts and braces, definitely ensures that the flowers are pollinated and the leaves stay on all the year through. So this will always be evergreen. So even when it's not fruiting, it will be a very beautiful indoor houseplant. And if you can do all those things, and if you're like me, you're kind of very determined to get unusual things to fruit and flower, you will eventually get your own mangoes.
I love it. What a great idea. I mean, look, they are tropical, but citrus plants technically are tropical. With the right care, you can definitely do it.
You'll make it happen.
I'm following somebody on TikTok, actually. He lives London way, so I know they've got their own little microclimate, but he is actually growing mangoes and he has got fruits from them. So there you go, it's totally possible. Right, that is the mini grafted mango tree. Let us know if you're going to go for that. 300321, the item number. £25.49 could have that winging its way to you. Right, let's jump into the chat, shall we? Oh, hang on a minute, I'm just ticking. Ali G, bless her. She emailed us yesterday. I'm emailing you with a heavy heart, sitting by my dad's bedside in hospital. He's now on end-of-life care. Ali, I'm so sorry for you. I feel like I can share my sad news with you because I feel part of your gardening community / family. I was happy to see Rose's special dad last week and ordered it. I'm not sure if I'll be watching you live, but I will be watching you on catch up. So let's all send Ali G all of our love. Sorry to hear that, Ali. She has, though, sent us some pictures as well. And yes, you are part of the family, my darling. Here we have beautiful clematis.
I like these ones.
Can't remember what name it is.
It's a Boldi, this type. It has those super double flowers.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so they produce double flowers and single flowers on the same plant. But yeah, that's a knockout one, that one.
Gorgeous. Growing in your tower pot as well. Yeah, absolutely.
See those giveaway loops there?
Yeah, it does give it away, doesn't it? Very pretty, Ali. Let's have a look at what else she sent us. We have got... Oh, I'm so pleased to see this. Did you see my video I did of this the other day? This is the hydrangea, Black Diamonds Midnight Pearl. Oh my word, I am thrilled with this plant. Anybody else that got this? I mean, that looks exactly like our marketing pictures, doesn't it?
It does. I mean, because our pictures are real, aren't they?
Of
They're
course,
not AI.
exactly.
They're the real deal. I have got this, but mine's only just. It's not opened out properly yet.
I'm going to show you my video later.
Yeah, I mean, that is knockout. That is like right up there on the hydrangea list, isn't it?
Ali, I love it. Looking great.
It's a VIP of hydrangeas, that one.
And some more gorgeous roses. We've got some, what are they called? Nandinas. I can't believe I
think he was asking me for the type of rose. I'm not sure which one that is.
No idea. I bet they smell delicious, though.
It looks like one's got super, super good fragrance to it.
Looking good, though, Ali G. Thank you so much. And I do hope you're watching us on Catch Up, my lovely. Right, Marisia says, Tom Thumb tomatoes, when Derek first planted these, they looked very spindly. Now look at them. Yeah, look at them.
Hey, they're happy tomatoes, those.
Very happy. You've got some flowers on there. I'm assuming mine have got a few tomatoes on now.
Another 3 or 4 weeks, be picking toms on those. And we've got this lovely warm weather coming. For the next couple of weeks is me doing my weekly weather forecast.
Weatherman, here we go. Come on.
Weatherman Adam, warm air flow coming up from the southwest, drawing in that warm air from the Atlantic. So, yeah, it's going to be super mild nights. Daytime temperatures averaging 25 degrees down in the south of England.
I love it.
Sort of upper teens, low 20s in northern parts.
I love some warmth.
Really warm nights as well. So it's going to be super duper growing time for all those plants that like warmth.
Dingo! Hello, Dingo. Afternoon, all. Just some pics of roses and pots and boxes and other bits.
No, not just some pics. They're never just. They're always fantastic pics.
Thank you.
Look at that.
Beautiful rose.
That is so nice. The roses have done so well this year. They've really, really done brilliantly.
Look at that Brunera in the background, though.
Oh, look at you showing off with your Bruneras.
I love a Brunera, though. I always spot those. So look what else Dingo sent us.
Oh, that's a nice one.
That's a pretty one. Look at that. Really bright red colour. Gorgeous. Well done, Dingo. What else has he sent us? More roses. Dingo's got loads of roses going.
They're just looking so good at the moment. All the little raindrops there on the leaves as well.
I do love it. I love it, love
it,
love it.
There's more.
There's more. Hang on.
Oh, come on.
Whoa.
This is good.
Geranium Fire Queen.
Look at those. Really good. And
There's so many pots you've got, Dingo.
The pot marigolds there as well. The orange and red, orange and yellow ones we were doing.
Yeah.
Looking lovely.
So pretty. I'm going to give one more of Dingo's photos.
Oh, this is good. Look at this
good.
picture.
That's beautiful.
Whoa.
That's absolutely stunning, that.
That's the look that I've got in my garden. That's the look I love. There's no soil there, look. No soil showing. And you've got all the plants all kind of growing sort of slightly into each other, but not overwhelming each other. That is just charming.
I'm getting
gorgeous.
there. I need another year or two and I'll be there.
It does take time for things to kind of get to that point. But look at all the contrast with the Brunera, the Astilbe, the fern, the peony, all just looking so gorgeous together. Wow, that's impressive. Love it.
Nice one, Dingo. Right, where are we going now? We're going to Edward. Oh, hang on. He says, hang on. You said that was the last one. Okay, we've got more pictures. I've got Edward, I've got Grimmy, I've got Penny. We're going to come to you. East Coast pics, Nathan, I should say. We will come to your pictures, so don't go anywhere. We're here until 4 o'clock, so we've still got more than an hour left with you. We'll come to those other pictures in a little while. Right, Budleia, Little Rock Stars, just a couple of your favourites so far. These have been the beautiful Little Rock Stars. A Budleia that remains gorgeously compact. We are talking teeny tiny, about 50 by 50 centimetres. That is it. Multiple flowers on each of the plants, and absolutely beautiful and gorgeous fragrance you get from them. And they are going to bring the pollinators into the garden as well. Really simple and easy to look after, completely hardy, and all you've got to do is deadhead. Keep those flowers coming for a nice long season throughout the sort of mid to late summer and going into early autumn. 511824, double up deal available for you on that one, so you could get 6 of them. That means 2 of each colour. Next we've got the Heuchera Eternal Flame, double up deal available here as well. Now they will mature into that colour. The colour at the moment is much more green with the kind of red veining in the centre, but as those leaves mature you do get these gorgeous flame colours. Pink flowers that will rise up out the top, nice and compact, mostly evergreen. You know, they will sort of die back down just a teeny bit during the winter months, but you do get year-round interest with these, and this is why Heuchera tends to be a very popular option. Doesn't mind a sunny spot, loves to be in a part shade spot as well. It's just an easy plant that gives you lots of interest throughout the year. 561416 is the item number if you'd like to go for that double up deal. Stick 2 lots in your basket. Now I know hellebores, you might wonder what on earth you're bringing us hellebores at this time of year for. Well, it's because now is the perfect time to actually get them planted, because you've got the next 6 months to get them in and get established so they can put on some growth, they can get their roots established, and then when we get to December, January, February, March, you will have some flowers. You don't have to wait to get those flowers. And of course with hellebores, they do create wonderful ground cover. They are fantastic for those shadier spots in the garden. Great for underplanting around the base of trees because they don't mind being in those shady spots. And they flower for you at some of the most punishing times of the year. So great to add some colour in during the winter season. 480961 is the item number there, and you're going to get 6 of those gorgeous plug plants. Just look at those flowers, they're so pretty. Agapanthus africanus blue. These are the big agapanthus, or they will get big. Now you've got 3 9cm pots here. You can double up on these. So if you do want to create a display like you just saw in that previous picture, you can have multiples of these. They love to have their roots hugged. They like to be a little bit punished. They don't mind a bit of poor treatment, poor soil, slightly dry conditions. I would keep them regularly watered while you're establishing them, but once they're established, they can be quite drought tolerant as well. Love, love, love a sunny spot in the garden and give you those gorgeous tall flowers, and these can be the tall ones. Some we say will get to 40, 50 centimetres. These, they can be a metre in height quite easily. 560882, the item number, and you can double up on these if you would like to. And of course, can't go anywhere without talking about that mango, because we do believe this is going to be one of the most popular items that we bring you. The mini grafted mango tree in the 1.5 litre pot. It's beautifully established. It is a project, you know, it's a bit like citrus. Yes, you can grow it here, but it does require some help. You can't just plant it and, you know, hope for the best. Do give it some care and attention. It will love warmth. It will love being outside in the summer. You do need to give it protection in the winter. You want to keep it, did you say above about sort of 15 degrees, ideally?
It doesn't mind dipping a little bit below 15, but but average temperature, no lower than 15 generally.
There you go. So keep it somewhere nice and warm. It'd be a perfect conservatory plant where it's nice and sunny. My southwest facing patio, probably an absolutely glorious place for it. 300321 is the item number if you'd like to go for it, that mini grafted mango tree. How cool would it be to grow your own mangoes? Just pick a mango off that tree and be like, I grew that.
Well, we've shown you can grow your own pineapple.
Yeah, why not?
So, yeah, all it needs is just that love and care. If you're dedicated enough, you will get to that point of having your own homegrown mangoes.
I'd like to give it a go. Right, Loropetalum for you. The Loropetalum Black Pearl, a dark foliage plant that gives you a gorgeous contrast in the garden.
I'm thinking as well, what would be good to underplant this would be the lovely heuchera, Eternal Flame.
Yeah, yeah.
That'd look good, wouldn't it? Because these are both good for shady positions. Look how stunning this plant is.
Hellebores?
Hellebores. Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah, that'd be
lovely.
lovely.
Because this is evergreen or semi-evergreen, depending on the winter. In very cold winters, they can shed some of their leaves. In milder winters, they keep their leaves. But they're a dappled, shade-loving plant. So the places where you grow your hostas, your foxgloves, your acers, all those sorts of plants, be a great combination with those. Needs a slightly acidic soil as well. So you've already got that acidic soil, you're fine. You've got your rhodies, azaleas growing well, plonk it straight in the ground, no issue at all. If you haven't and you're thinking, I love this plant, I like the contrast of the lovely ribbon-like flowers and the foliage, we'll grow it in a pot. Just use our ericaceous compost. It'll be very happy in a pot or a container. You can put the pot in a sort of a shade or semi-shady position. It'll take a little bit of sun, but it certainly doesn't want to be in the big full-on kind of midday sun. It can get a little bit scorched. And it's a plant that eventually tends to get wider than it does taller, and it has a beautiful arching habit to it. Flowers late winter into spring, but also it will sporadically flower at other times of the year as well. I mean, I think you and I, Bex, whenever we brought this plant, we've always seen flowers on it at some time or another, haven't we? It just seems to flower whenever it fancies.
It wants.
It does.
It does whatever it wants.
Yeah, it does. I mean, the textbooks will tell you it shouldn't be flowering now, but it is. It's got some flowers on.
Last year was crazy. It just seemed to be flowering all the way through the summer for some reason.
Yeah, it did. But it's a great plant. I mean, it's really, really easy to grow in that really, really happy position.
Now, you can container grow these and you can plant them in the ground. In fact, container growing is exactly what Sean is doing with his Loropetalum, or should I say his mum's.
So I'm actually in my mum's garden. This is what we call her little oriental garden. I mean, the rest is really traditional over there. But I want to show you one of the most striking plants. It's called Loropetalum. It's really unusual. I absolutely love it. So it is evergreen, and the foliage is the most incredible, intense burgundy. That is so beautiful. But in springtime, this flowers. And the flowers it gets are almost like little clusters of crimson ribbons that are like fireworks. I love the fact that it's very slow growing, so it's not going to be invasive. It's got a lovely tranquility, and I think it works really well with things like acers, cordyline. I've got the Charlie Boy there. Also looks great next to water features, Buddhas, that kind of look. But it is a beautiful, beautiful plant. And I adore the way it naturally grows. So it kind of meanders. It just gently kind of trails over the edge of pots and things like that. It's quite low growing, but that colour foliage and the shape of the leaves is just spectacular. So if you order yours now, get it established for springtime, and you wait in kind of March, April, you'll get the most amazing flowers as well. It's known as Loropetalum.
I really like it in that pot against the white. I think that's quite a young plant, because that film, I think that's nearly 2 years old. We should go back and film again, because I imagine it's filled out more now and looks really pretty against that white container.
I did think Sean was looking a bit young in that one, to be fair.
Yeah, I know, right? That is the beautiful Loropetalum Black Pearl for you then in the 15cm pot. That's what it's going to look like at full maturity, and you can double up on these if you wish. It does prefer to be slightly ericaceous, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Would you go full ericaceous or
I would.
a mix?
If you're going to grow it in a pot, just go straight for ericaceous compost. If you've got acid soil already in your garden, put it straight in the ground.
Yeah. All right, 510604, the item number for the beautiful Loropetalum Black Pearl. We're going to move on to a stunning one for you now, and I'm going to get it. I want that one with the flowers on. This is the beautiful Loropetalum Black Pearl. Oh, yeah, that fragrance. You've smelt these before, right?
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
It is good. Now, I'm going to say something. I got these. I have.
Sorry,
I've
I'm
got
not
these.
showing you, am I? It's quite pale blue on there, and it does. It
gets darker than that.
It does get darker than that,
Proper
for
dark
sure.
blue.
It goes really quite a dark blue, very much like the pictures here. And I know this because I have grown it. I have got this in my garden, and it produces those beautiful, bright blue, electric blue flowers.
Mine are still flowering right now.
Are they?
Yeah, they've got them in
well
my
done.
north-facing border, and I tell you, I really, really like the foliage as well.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Do you know that? Have you ever come across the maidenhair fern?
Oh yes.
That's got the foliage reminds me of the foliage on a maidenhair
yeah.
fern. Really beautiful, beautiful, intricate, delicate foliage.
That picture, by the way, is mine.
That's yours, right
in
there.
My garden.
See, look at that. I mean, it's such a classic plant. I mean, it's not a huge plant, but it is. I mean, it's got a massive personality for a small plant. The stems are bright red as well, and then you've got this deep kind of like electric blue flower. And you sort of made me laugh earlier on when you talk about the fragrance of it. Because I remember the first time I ever grew this myself. Had no idea it was fragrant.
Me too.
Went out in the garden one day and I was thinking, what is that lovely, lovely sweet fragrance? Didn't have a clue what it was. Eventually, I realised it was these. And I thought, wow, so they've got fragrance, they've got colour, and they are really, really good to grow with the Loropetalum. Because if you want to sort of, like a serving suggestion, if you've gone for the Loropetalum and you want to underplant with something, you could put those underneath.
Yeah.
They're loved because they both love that shady
They do
position.
definitely prefer the shady spot. When I first got them several years ago now, I had 3 and I put one in each of my 3 borders. And one's a full sun border, the other 2 are part shade. The one in the full sun border,
Yeah.
no, did not like it at all.
No, I mean, I've got...
Shriveled up.
Yeah, I'm the sun. I mean, mine's in a north-facing border, and they get a little bit of sun this time of year because the sun's really high now, but most of the year they're in shade. It's moisture-retentive soil as well, so it never properly dries out.
Yeah.
And I'm quite lucky because I've got the wild yellow form of this growing in my garden as well.
Oh, nice.
And it's growing in the same place. So I've got a blue and a yellow one
that's
growing
pretty.
together. Yeah, and they're and they even seed about. They're so easy to grow. So plant them in that damp, shady position right at the front of the border because they only get to about 6-7 inches tall. They'll
they're
flower
not
for
big.
weeks. They have the most intricate, delicate, attractive foliage, and they'll come back for you year after year in a most amazing blue colour.
Okay, so you can double up. You can get 6, you can get 6, or you can double up and you can get 12 of the Corydalis. We'll swap the details over and give you the details of the Corydalis because it seems to be still on the Loropetalum. There you go, 480876, double up for, what is that, £15 more. 15, so nearly £15 more. So you can get another set of those. Obviously, it's much less if you're in the club because you will get the 15% discount off there as well. 480876 is the item number if you would like to go for the Corydalis Blue Heron. Now, we've lost the board for the Daphne Perfume Princess. It's disappeared. We know it's in existence somewhere, but can we find it? Doesn't matter though. Matt's got pictures to show you. The Daphne Perfume Princess. I've got this.
I got this as well.
It's a stunner.
Has a shrub ever been more aptly named than this?
No,
because,
true.
oh my goodness me, if you want perfume, this is up there. This has got to be in my top 5, where I've got 10 things in my top 5 of super fragrant plants. This is about...
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Yeah, this is about number 7 in my top 5 of plants that have got good fragrance. And it's another one that does it right in the middle of winter.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It is. And on a winter's day, you go out, especially one of those milder winter days, and you don't even need to bend down to get to the fragrance because it's quite a small plant. Eventually they can get to about 1.5 meters, 2 meters tall after a long time. Mine is in an east-facing border, so it gets a little bit of sun first thing in winter. Mm-hmm. By about 10 o'clock, it's in shade the rest of the day.
Yep.
Moisture-retentive soil. It gets a little bit more sun this time of year. But I have seen them in very open borders as well, in gardens that I've visited, and they do well there. They're like an organic, rich soil, so dig in lots of compost. Our premium professional compost will be really, really good. They're evergreen, so they keep their leaves all the year through, and they flower from a very young age. Even we've had plants like the one we've got here, even flowering at this size. So get this home, plant it now, put it in that lovely spot. The chances are you get your first little clusters of flowers late winter to early spring in 2027. You'll enjoy the fragrance. You'll enjoy the ease of this plant. Mine, I planted this size about 4 years ago now, and it's still only probably 2 to 3 foot tall. That's all.
I've got mine planted in the border next to the Sarcococca, which is brilliant because they tend to be flowering at the same time, and so you've got that gorgeous mixture of fragrance, and it is super fragrant, the Daphne Perfume Princess. Gorgeous cluster of flowers, and I love, love, love the colour of them as well. You can double up here if you wish, so double up for £10 more, which is £8.50 if you're a club member, because you do get that 15% discount. So one of those plants could cost you just £8.50. Totally winter hardy, perennial plant, amazing winter fragrance, and it's evergreen. I mean, it ticks a lot of gardening boxes right there. 511038 is the item number if you would like to go for that.
And it's another one that will look good with the hellebores as well. If you've gone for the hellebores, think about underplanting this with those, because you get the flowers at the same time.
Now let's move over, shall we? Because we've got the Osteospermum collection here, where you're going to get 3 different colours of Osteospermums in the jumbo plug plants. I have planted these this year. I'm a big fan of Osteospermum anyway. I've always got the 10 more tender varieties in the past, but I decided it's time to go for the, the hardy variety.
I've got these as well. It's like a competition, isn't it? I got these. Mine are flowering right now in those 3 gorgeous different colours. You've got the white, you've got the pink, and you've got the purple. And I've got mine on a really sort of well-drained, sloped area of the garden with a really good sandy soil. And I've had a lot of jip from people on social from people on social media saying, You can't get hardy Osteospermums in the UK.
Yes, you
There's
can.
no such thing. Oh, they'll die in the winter.
No, they won't.
They won't. Now, the secret to these, to get them through, is mega, mega good drainage.
Yeah.
The most brilliantly well-drained bit of soil you've got in your garden, full sun, that's where they'll get through. If you put them in a shady position or somewhere where they're going to sit in very heavy, wet, cold soil in the winter, they'll rot off. So you can plant them in rockeries, beds and borders, pots and containers, sink gardens. But even if you've got like a really old bashed up patio and you've got a few sort of corners broken off the paving slabs, if it's nice and sunny, just make a little hole, plant them there. They'll love all the heat from the surrounding paving stones. They'll spread. They flower for ages. Mine has just started flowering now. Planted them in spring, got them from YouGarden, this size. I'm going to keep deadheading, and they'll still be flowering all the way into September, October, and you're going to get those 3 fantastic, gorgeous colours as well.
Very important to keep on top of your deadheading with Osteospermum. If you, slack on that job, it will slack on giving you the flowers. Quick job, just keep going out, deadheading every couple of days, trim away some of those faded flowers and they'll keep going for you. 480991 is the item number if you would like to go for the jumbo Osteospermum plug plants, and you can double up if you want to, so you can get 12 of those in your garden. Right.
That's good, isn't that one? Oh. It's proper good, isn't it?
Catherine's rose is here. It's in the potting
I need
shed.
a whiff.
No, you're not having it.
I am.
Oh my word. Even Matt thinks this smells good.
Well, that's good, because he normally says everything smells
of wheat.
Wheat. But
That is so good. I should have got one of these.
oh, that's nice, isn't it?
Oh, get out of it.
Oh, I just want. Can they make Febreze in that fragrance?
That is so delightful.
That's nice, isn't it? It's like.
Go again.
Should we do one each?
I don't think that one will smell, will it?
It's got slightly less fragrance.
It's beautiful. Oh, he's not watching us now. Oh, look. This is the beautiful Catherine
They've opened
rose.
up quick, didn't they, those flowers? Blimey, look at that. You've seen a rose do that before.
That is the transition of it opening up. It's quite interesting the way it sort of pulses like that, isn't it? Do you think that's at night time and then opening in the daytime?
Yeah, a lot of sort of, they call it nyctinisty, don't they,
Yeah.
when flowers open and close
Nyctinasty.
at night. Yeah. But look at that. This is a classic. Look at those clusters of beautiful, beautiful flowers. Harkness roses. I must be dead proud of this one.
They've got to be, honestly, that was amazing. So it was launched at the Chelsea Flower Show last year. We were very lucky to be invited to go last year. Hopefully we'll get invited next year. We'll have to wait and see.
Fingers crossed.
But the fragrance, I mean, I remember being there and smelling it, but I hopefully we've got across to you how absolutely amazing this rose smells. It is delightful.
and it's compact. It's only about sort of 80 to 90 centimetres tall, so you can grow it in a pot or a container. And the colour's actually even a bit more intense than you see there. Well, on the one I'm looking at, it's slightly more intense. And
it's like a coral pink,
isn't it? It's a coral pink, and it is one of those roses. You know, sometimes you go to smell a rose that looks beautiful, and there's nothing there, and you think, oh, that's a bit disappointing. This one smells every bit as gorgeous as it looks.
And look, right, can I just show you, because there is a beautiful bud here as well. Look how deeply coloured that bud is, and then it opens up, and look how perfect that rosebud is there. And then you've got the transition as it opens up to that. So here you are watching the whole journey sort of unfold. Isn't that beautiful?
And you even wore a top to match as well.
I even wore a top to match.
Just to celebrate how beautiful this rose is, and it's got super healthy foliage.
I bet Catherine smells that good as well.
I reckon she does. Of course, £5 donation as well.
Yes, I've forgotten the
Royal
charity that it goes
Marsden,
to. It's the Royal Marsden, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's it. So yes, £5 charity donation on this rose as well. So it is our rose of the week. We have brought the price down for you already, but £5 of whatever price it is that you're paying will go to the Royal Marsden charity.
Which is great. So
I love it.
He's good. I've got to have another one. Another quick whiff.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
I am weirding Adam out today. I feel like I'm making it my mission to weird Adam out today. Right, 780034, Catherine's Rose. You need some good compost to put it in, don't you? Here is some of the best compost with Peter, our head gardener.
We describe this as premium professional compost. And the reason for that is it is the compost that is known, this formula we have perfected over decades. So I've been using it for decades. We have perfected it over decades. You've got a blend of the best peats plus wood fibre that you can imagine. Now, by volume, approximately 50% of this compost is wood fibre, and the balance is made up of a blend of peats, and there are 3 different peats. So you've got things like sphagnum moss peat, which is renewable. You've got sedge peat, and then you've got darker sphagnum as well in there. So you've got 3 different peats. You've also got, you can see actually just there, there's slow-release fertiliser. These little green, what look like little eggs, you'll see those dotted among the compost when you're planting it. That's slow-release fertiliser. One of the most expensive ingredients in any compost is fertiliser. You can see that there's another one just down below. That is amazing because that will deploy nutrients to the roots of whatever you grow in this compost just when they need it over the next 6 months. You then got what's called a buffer. Now, peat in particular is naturally acidic. And plants like to be just on the acidic side of neutral as a generality. There are exceptions, so things like rhododendrons and azaleas, they love to be properly acidic in terms of the ericaceous soil or compost they're growing in. But most things like it just on the slightly acidic edge of neutral. So that's what this is designed to give you. So it's got a pH buffer to keep it in exactly that zone. The wood fibre keeps the sort of perfect air-water porosity ratio, which is what we talk about in the trade, all these complicated terms. But it's what plants need is they need a jungle gym to grow in. So they need a jungle gym for their roots, which is called growing medium. They need some water, and they need some air, and they need nutrients. And when you've got the perfect compost, it blends the air and the water and the constituents of the compost. It all blends together to give the perfect environment. That's what this particular compost does, which is why it's trusted by us. We will be growing approximately 150,000 potted roses on this nursery this year. That's roughly what we grow most years. We'll be growing, I don't know how many hanging baskets, but our pre-planted hanging baskets that will be available later, you will have bought them in the autumn and last spring as well. They grow in this compost. We will grow countless perennials, whether they be in the 9 centimetre square pots or the 3 litre pots or the 5 litre pots, plus fruit trees. And this is the compost we use for all of those things. So we trust it, the trade trusts it, and actually based upon the literally hundreds and hundreds of thousands of bags of this particular compost that you've bought over the years, you definitely trust it as well. And, and actually, peat is a thing. We need to think about peat. Not me. I happen to also be peat, but it's the peat that's in here that we're talking about. We can still use peat in our gardens right now, and actually the alternatives generally speaking, are a bit iffy. So if you want to get the best results, in my view, use this particular compost for as long as you can. It's got 50% other material in it, which is the lowest level we could get to and still have a professional quality product for you and for ourselves. So we've been as eco-friendly as we can, and we jumped onto that particular that approach years and years and years ago. So this is the same formulation that we've had for at least the last 6 or 7 years, with 50% other material to bulk out the peat, and it still works better. So I would say this is, in my opinion, it's the only compost I use at home. It's the compost we use on the nursery. I can't recommend it highly enough.
It's the only compost I use other than ericaceous when I need it.
Me as well.
It is, isn't it?
I've used in excess of 1,000 bags of it. Not just in your garden. Obviously not, because I wouldn't be meant to get my patio doors open, would I? So, yeah, in customers' gardens as well.
There you go. OK, so the Premium Professional Compost is available for you. It's the 110-litre option that we've got for you today with the 100 grams of the soluble fertiliser. Now, we did actually give you a sneaky way of getting hold of the double-up deal. 100125. Use the code YGTV2326. 100125 would be the item code. If you want to double up, it's the 250-litre options. It's the deal we had a couple of weeks ago. So you need to use those numbers, 100125 and YGTV2326. Bear in mind, there's no postage to pay. So if you do want to get the double up deal or this week's, whatever, just do it in a couple of separate orders, and then you're still going to get all of your deals using the correct codes, okay? Right, that's the deal we've got for you this week. Obviously, it is the 110-litre and you're going to get the fertiliser. We've given you options. Go for whatever you fancy. We're going to go on to our flowering fuchsia tree for you next. Now, this is not a choice. We will pick one for you. There are 2 colours. Sorry, you can't choose, but they're both very beautiful.
They're stunning. They need a few more flowers on there, don't they?
I mean, I think it's a problem with how few flowers are on there.
Yeah, I mean, there's no colour on these, is there, really?
No.
Look at this.
Why would you want that in your garden, eh?
How do you breed a fuchsia that flowers with those many flowers? It's just incredible. And they self-deadhead as well. The flowers kind of just drop off.
You don't need to deadhead
Not
fuchsias
really.
at all,
No,
do you?
no, they just drop off, and then all you've got to do is feed them, water them, and these are going to look this good right the way through summer into autumn. And
definitely feed, please. Fuchsias are hungry.
They are.
And, you know, I mean, we say this about most plants. Feed them because it's important. There's only so many nutrients in the ground. They will deplete those nutrients. But fuchsias, seriously, they are quite hungry plants, aren't they?
And if you feed them, it'll keep them green. It'll keep the flowers going. And use, I mean, obviously, our blooming fast is good. But if you've got any tomato feed around, that's good because it encourages flowers. But bringing loads and loads of pollinators as well. And these, strictly speaking, aren't hardy.
No.
But if you keep them frost-free during the winter, you can get them through from one year to t'other. Container
grow, you know, even if you want it to look like it's in a border, stick it in a pot and stick it in the border. I've done that so many times with things that are tender that I need to give winter protection to. If you just put it in the pot and put it in the border, it still looks like it's a border plant, but it makes it really easy for you to be able to move it.
And I like the standard stem on there as well.
Yeah.
There's a little shoot at the base there coming on that standard stem. Just take that off. So just remove that. You don't want any kind of stems or shoots coming up on the stem down there. And you could shape it a little bit if you wanted to, but I quite like the shape they are already. But goodness me, if you want instant colour out of the box as soon as you get it home for silly amount of time, window box, big window box, pots, containers, anywhere sunny, part sun, don't have to be full sun. In fact, fuchsias don't actually like to be baked with that full-on midday sun. It can stress them out a little bit and they wilt. But wow, I mean, I'm just almost speechless about this.
No, a really good one for bringing pollinators into the garden. Bees in particular go quite crazy for fuchsias. So if you want a pollinator garden, then fuchsias are definitely, you know, something that you should add into whatever space it is you might have. These could be grown in pots on patios or balconies and things as well. So it's not like you actually need loads and loads of space. This is definitely something for every garden.
Shame we haven't got some pots to put them in.
I mean, it's a real shame, isn't it?
Be nice if we'd had some good pots on the show. These could have gone in. That would have been a really good idea.
Right, it's £16.99 for that, by the way. If you go for 2, they will try and pick 2 of the same colour because most, and I know it's not everybody, but most people would quite like 2 of the same colour. So that's what our pickers have been instructed to do. So if you do go for a pair of those, we have got some twin packs of pots for you. We're going to start with the Davenport, which is one of our, in fact, should we put them in? It's one of our newest additions to the pot range that we've got. And I think that
That looks
would
pretty
be
damn good, doesn't it?
absolutely beautiful.
Isn't that
Now,
elegant in there, Bex?
there's a few interesting features about this, isn't
Yeah,
there?
I like the little bung in the bottom there, which is a really good idea. Because Jake was saying the other day, if you grew citrus in these, obviously during the summertime, you want the drainage hole because the pot's outside. But then when you bring it in the winter, indoors, you don't want the water wiggling out the bottom, do you?
No.
So you've got that little bung you can put back in, make it waterproof again.
So this just needs, obviously there's a bung here. Oh, it's wet on the inside. It's just dripped down my arm. There's a bung here, and you're going to take that out, and you're going to drill that hole in there give you the drainage hole.
Literally, just drill through there. Then
Don't
afterwards,
lose that. Put that in. You know that junk drawer that we've all got in the kitchen? The one where you stick everything that you don't know what you need to do with.
Yeah, I've got
Everyone's
one of
got a junk drawer in the kitchen.
Yeah,
Haven't they?
you have all the kind of the batteries in there,
Yeah.
don't you? You have all your sort of felt tip pens and.
Stick that in the junk drawer so you know where it is, and then when you need to, you can do that with it. Or basically, the idea with this is that you've got options. So it can be an outdoor pot that you put the drainage hole in, or it could be a pot cover for indoor plants as well.
And if you want to make it sort of outdoor indoor, you can do that because we were saying just a little while ago with the fuchsias, if you bring them indoors during the winter time, keep them frost free, there's no reason you can't get these to go from one year to the other.
Yeah.
So obviously in the summertime, if you put the fuchsias in one of these pots, you want the drainage. But then if you're going to bring it in and put it in the conservatory or a hallway or a lean-to or somewhere, then you want to bung the hole back up. You want to release the bung the hole back up again so you get it the right way round, so the water doesn't come out all over your carpet, all over the floor in your conservatory or somewhere like that.
It's a beautiful design. I've got to say, it's one of the sort of toughest of the pots that we bring.
They are seriously rigid pots, those, aren't they?
Yeah.
And I love the motif on the side, and even the texture, and they actually feel like the real deal as well. And it was weird because when Stu handed me a pair of these to start with, I wasn't expecting them to be. I mean, they're not heavy, but yeah, I think Jake says they've got some heft to them.
Yeah.
And Matt says they're strong gauge.
There you go.
So there you go.
That gives you some idea of what we're trying to get across to you.
Good pots.
35 centimetre diameter, 29.73, and that is the pair for two of them. So it's great if you're going for two things, you know, a pair of something, then you've got the pair of pots that can go in there as well.
UV stable, frost resistant. So obviously you wouldn't plant them this deep in the pot.
Yeah, but you get the idea.
But you get the idea. There you go. How stunning they can look in there. They look really charming now, actually.
That looks so good.
Yeah, they do. I think they look knockout. And you'll have these pots for year after year after year.
All right, 130729 is the item number if you would like to go for the Davenport pots. But we've got a couple of urns for you next. Now, these are the Callista urns. I'm a big fan of these. I think they're really pretty. I do love an urn anyway. I think they add a bit of height and a bit of elegance. And those... all right, we're putting the fuchsias in, but it could be so many different things you put in here.
Lots of things we've got on the show today would look good in here. You could, for instance, you could put the Nandina in here. That would look good. You could put the little rock stars.
The Buddleias would look great, wouldn't they?
They'd look good in there.
Now, I just want to show you, because these are made of plastic, but there are drainage holes in the bottom there. But when it comes to the construction, all you've got to do is twist. So those just slot into the bottom, and then you twist it into place, and that's it, locked in place. There's no screws or anything that you need. It does mean you can easily deconstruct them as well if you want to stack them and store them away somewhere. But I like that you don't have to get the drill or a screwdriver out.
Nice and straightforward. And I like the look of these because I think these give out various kind of feels. I think they're a bit goth.
I think they're a bit French, like Parisian.
Yeah, but kind of going back, sort of a bit Marie Antoinette. Kind
absolutely.
of that kind of time. But also, I think they've got a touch of the Victorian about them as well.
Yeah.
They look so elegant, UV stable, frost resistant. They look classic with this red fuchsia. I mean, apart from the bamboo cane, that's... Oh, hang on, let's take that out a minute. That's kind of... It'd probably flop over if I do that. But let's just take that, because that's... There you go.
They're really good for maybe some trailing plants as well. I mean, the fuchsias, well, it's because it's a bit deeper. But, you know, if you get something that's just gently sort of trailing over the edge, it'd look really pretty, wouldn't it?
No, I've got two of these myself.
Have you?
Yeah, I've still not put anything in them, though. I've got them in the greenhouse. I actually need to find the perfect plant. I will do. Eventually, I'll get a plant at home one day, and I think that's it.
The one.
That's what's going in the Callistas.
I love it, honestly. So that's the twin pack of the Callista vintage rust urns for you. 130398, the item number. You will get a pair, so you'll get two of those. And we have also got the Somerville planters for you. Now, I have got one of these, and I think we have added the drainage holes into the bottom of these because mine does not have the drainage holes in.
Oh, okay.
I want to double check. Both of these have got the holes in already, and I'm fairly convinced that you've got the option to either drill the holes into these or not. I use one of these as a pot cover for my great big Strelitzia, my bird of paradise that I've got indoors. And these are some really tough ones as well, aren't they?
These are good for big things. I mean, for instance, the kumquat that we've got, that could live in here forever. The mango could live in here forever because you've got the depth, you've got the width. They're really strong, rigid pots as well. Lovely, lovely motif on the side there. And because they've got that depth to them, you could probably even
Do you reckon you could
grow
grow a rose
the
in there?
Catherine rose in there.
That would look so elegant.
That would look good.
I'm always going to sniff that rose.
It is gorgeous.
That's an amazing scent.
These are some of my favourites, the Somerville.
Yeah, the Somervilles are classy and
Excuse
elegant,
me.
and also because they are that neutral colour tone, I don't think it matters what kind of colour scheme you got. Also, I think it would work with any plant that you want to put in here. I tell you what would look amazing in this Somerville planter is the Laura petalum. With its dark foliage.
That'd be good contrast, hanging
its
over the side as well, especially when it
absolutely
grows.
gorgeous dark foliage. That would look incredible.
That's looking
wouldn't
classic. I like that, Bex. That is a really, really beautiful suggestion. Of course, you can put the ericaceous compost in
Yeah,
as well.
absolutely.
Which will really, really suit it.
Loads of ideas of what you could grow in here, and also you're still allowing it to get to its full size because you've got a good capacity. I reckon that's probably a 40 litre, maybe 45 litre.
Even the Amistad, you could grow in there, which look nice. Those lovely deep purple flowers, gorgeous, kind of healthy, lustrous green foliage, contrasting.
What about a hydrangea?
Oh, that'd be
You
nice.
could grow a hydrangea in here.
Yeah.
Could have 2 hydrangeas, one either side of the door. That would look really good, wouldn't it? Remember, they're frost-resistant, UV stable. They are rigid, tough and sturdy plastic. They are designed to last for many, many years, these pots. This is why we bring you these plastic ones. They're lighter weight, which means it's easier to move around the garden. Obviously, I appreciate once it's full of compost and a plant, it will be a bit heavier, but you haven't got the added weight of the stone or terracotta. And, I wouldn't do that with a stone or terracotta pot because it would have just cracked.
You'd only do it once.
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be it, wouldn't it? Game over.
Done. And the cost, bear in mind, the price you're looking at, $33.98, is for 2 of these. If that were stone, terracotta, glazed ceramic, you'd be paying £70 or £80?
Yeah, probably every 2 or 3 years as well, because once the frost has fractured them and busted them and reduced them to
Exactly.
like crocs, whereas these won't do that.
Exactly.
They'll take the frost, they'll take the sun, they're UV stable, they'll look good for yonks.
130601 is the item number if you would like to go for that. It is a twin pack, so you will get a pair. If you want more than that, obviously just add to your basket as you need to.
Can you just tell me, how long is a yonk? Do you know?
Don't know, mate.
How many does anybody know how many days there are?
Yonks.
How many days are there in a
Yonks
yonk?
is ages.
Yeah, how many years of donkey's years, Matt just said? Go and ask a donkey.
We've also got our heavy-duty planters for you as well. Now, this is the Nest. I think we need to remove the new heavy-duty Nester pots now. It was one of our newest additions. We've added the green into the collection now. But this is really cool because you're getting the 3 different sizes. So we've got the
30 litre.
3 of those. You're also going to get the 35 litre, and you will get one of the... Just going to watch you do it. Do you want some help? I kind of just want to watch you struggle.
Can you pull it off for me?
I can pull it off.
Thank you.
And you're going to get one of the 50 litre heavy duty pots as well. Now, bear in mind it nests together and sits inside each other, but I know this is supposed to be a selling point. However, you will always have these in use. You're never going to need to nest them, are you?
You won't. I've got loads. Look at that. Look at the white knuckles on there. I'm really giving these handles some serious jip. They're not coming off. They're staying on. Actually, if I did this like for an hour every day,
Yeah, you'd have pecs of steel.
I'd actually, I wouldn't look like a jelly anymore, would I?
Jelly.
Super, super strong. You've got drainage holes in the bottom and in the sides on these as well. And you've got that UV stability. So these are never going to go brittle and fracture and go into shards eventually. Always going to stay malleable, tough and strong.
We've got a double up deal available on this as well. So if you have the need for 10 heavy duty pots, that would be 2 50 litres, 2 35 litres and 6 of the 30 litres. You can do that for £15 more. So it's $25.47 your discount club price if you just want to get one lot, but you can double up and you can get 2 lots of them. That's 10 heavy-duty pots in total. 130681 is the item number if you would like to go for that. You will get free postage. Remember to use your offer code YGTV2526.
You know, to do the magic thing. That's my toms and cucumbers grown in my heavy-duty pots.
Oh, hang on. We're going to stick it on screen. Here we go.
I've used those for about 4 or 5 years now. There you go. That's my greenhouse there.
So it's so organised.
I've got all my lovely... And that's the little trick I said to you about putting the bamboo canes across the top of the handles, cable tying them on, and then you tie string from the middle up to the top of the greenhouse, and then you've got nice sort of taut bits of twine for the plants to grow up.
So good.
And that's where the cucumbers come from I gave you this morning.
I got a cucumber. Adam's given me a cucumber.
I have. Handed them out all over the place. I'm going to have more cucumbers than you can shake a stick at soon. And every year I use these and they're brilliant.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
I've done your technical
Marvellous.
bit. Right, we have got the pre-planted apricot pre-planted hanging basket, begonia apricot shades. That is a lot of words, but there you go. We have got those available for you if you would like to go for those. They come to you in the 25 centimetre hanging baskets. They're green in colour. You can have them as pots or you can have them as hanging baskets. 450048, and that is what they will look like when they have grown on. They are looking beautiful right now. They are flowering right now. That's it right now. Hello, I'm here. Hello. That's what they're looking like, and you will get a pair of those. £18.68 is your delivered club price on those. 450048 is the item number. We are going to bring you back over to the favourites table, and we're going to look first of all at the Agapanthus africanus blue. You're going to get 3 of these beauties, and these are the big ones that we're talking about.
Or 3 blue teas, because they're really, really blue, these. That's a stew joke. Yeah, it gets about 1 metre tall. Great, great big flowers on these as well. They like a really lovely shelter position. You can see in the picture there, they're growing at the base of a wall. They'll love that. They'll love the heat that's reflected from the stonework or the brickwork. They love very good, well-drained, gravelly, stony, sandy kind of soils. They're not for very heavy, wet clay soils.
No.
In that happy place, they'll spread. They'll increase year on year. They've got that fantastic fibrous root system that we're going to show you in a moment there. And they don't even mind being pot bound.
No, they love it. In fact, that's how you're going to encourage them to flower.
Yeah, they do. You can see, look, that one there, they're growing on, that's probably Jersey or Guernsey, somewhere like that. So even in those really poor sandy soils that drain super well, that's their happy place. And they'll bring in multitudes of bees and pollinating insects. You'll get a flowering period of like 4 to 6 weeks. They don't all like flower all at once. So they'll send up shoots over a different amount of time, giving you that flowering period over 46 weeks.
That's 4 to 6 weeks.
Oh, 426 weeks.
560882 is the item number there. You can double up if you want to and get 6 of those pots. £12.72 is your discount club price for the one set, so 3 pots in total. Right, we're going to move on to the hellebores. You have to plant your hellebores now so that you can get flowers this winter. If you wait and you plant them in winter, and we will have them available then, that's great, that's fine, but you're going to be waiting a bit longer to get the flowers. So this is why we're bringing them to you at this stage. It is important to think ahead to the next seasons to make sure you have lovely colour. Naomi has what? A hellebore flowering now? Well, that's crazy.
Yeah, but that happens these days, doesn't it?
I've left the iPad somewhere.
Everything's gone weird. You get things flower all out of sequence. I mean, most things this year are flowering between 4 to 6 weeks sooner than they should be, like hibiscus. I've seen those starting to come into flower already. Now, normally I'm saying they're the second half of the summer, but these are the sort of plants that give you colour right in the depths of winter time. So on those dark January, February, March days, look at these flowers. You're thinking, they look a bit delicate. Surely they're a summer flowering plant. These aren't. These will flower in the depths of winter when it's frosty, cold, wet, windy, raining heavy. They can grow in sun or shade. You can grow them under trees. They keep these leaves all the year through. So they always have those lovely green leaves on, even when they're not flowering. They'll bring in the very early pollinators. They'll spread, they'll form bigger and bigger clumps, and they'll lift your mood, and they'll brighten your garden up when the snowdrops, the very early crocuses, the aconites, all those sorts of bulbs are just starting to pop out.
480961. If you want to get the Hellebore double queen mix, these are the double flowers. They're absolutely stunning, gorgeous colour mix. 6 of those plug plants, and they're jumbo plug plants. Get them planted now so you get flowers this winter. £15.28 is your discount club price.
The irony on that one, Bex.
Hey, what?
The irony on that one. It hasn't got a double up. That'd have been good, wouldn't it?
I know, the double queen with a double up.
A double up, double queen.
Exactly, right. 480961 is the item number. Could the Acer Garnet live in the Somerville planter? I just received my Acer today.
Definitely.
Absolutely it can, for sure, 100%. Right, let's move on to the beautiful Heuchera, which is called Eternal Flame. And you can definitely see why, because, all right, look at this gorgeous foliage. This is what that foliage is going to mature into.
It does, it changes. Oh, by the way, we found that there's a footballer called Heuchera as well. Heuchera, yeah, yesterday, spelt slightly differently. Just a bit of useless triv there for you. But yeah, you can see as the leaves on this actually sort of age, they get sort of darker and darker and darker. And you also get those really, really lovely flower stems as well. Those little tiny flowers on there. Which I might, well, you know, I put them for a day or so. But, I mean, the flowers are quite cute, but for me, they're like a bit like, you could have put a bit more effort in on the flower front. So I that compared to the leaves, I think they're kind of a bit in the shade, really, you know. Sometimes you turn up somewhere.
We all do gardening in our own way.
You go on holiday.
Some of us do it wrong.
You go on holiday somewhere and you and your partner dress up really well in the evening for the restaurant.
Yeah.
And then somebody walks in a tracksuit and you think,
what are you playing at?
Sake. Like, that's like the flowers on this. They're the tracksuit part.
I disagree. I absolutely adore the flowers on Heuchera. I think Adam's talking tosh, but we all absolutely do garden in our own way. I like the flowers on hostas. I like the flowers on Heucheras. I will leave them be. You can do whatever you like.
Do you wear a tracksuit to a nice restaurant?
Yeah. And flip-flops and a bikini. Bikini in the buffet. No, I would always, cover up.
Well, yes, anything goes, really.
Nobody needs to see that.
But the good thing about these particular plants is they're good for shade, they're good for sun, they'll grow in dry soil or very damp soil. They keep their leaves pretty much all the year through. They'll take all the minus temperatures during the winter time. They'll take the hot days in the summer. And they are really just, as we say, plant them, love them, leave them, and that could be in the ground.
Yeah.
Or they make really good container plants as well.
It's one of the best things. Plant it, leave it, love it. Barely any attention needed whatsoever, and quite versatile. Sunny spot, shady spot, doesn't seem to care. And you're getting those lovely colour-changing leaves on there.
It's a big tick, 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 tick plant, this one, isn't it?
Right, double up if you would like to. You can get 6 of those 9cm pots because we've got some amazing extra savings if you want to double up. 561416, the item number for the beautiful Eternal Flame. I want to sing it. Is this burning?
An eternal flame. Bangles.
Hey! Well done. Right, let's move on to the...
You sound like my home carer then. Play him a familiar tune, bring him back.
Well done, Adam. Well done.
I remember that one.
Right, this is the beautiful Little Rock Stars collection, a buddleia that stays compact. Surely there is no such thing.
There is. I've got it in my hand. It's a nice small one. And you can see, look at the 3 colours as well. So you've got the purple, you've got the pink, and you've got the white. But also, you've got absolutely... I can't say heaps of fragrance because you can't heap it, but I mean, there's masses of fragrance on these.
So fragrant.
But there was a purple one that had a little tiny flower on a few weeks ago when I was talking about these. And even though the flower was half finished, the fragrance was delicious. But if you get on a train, so you're thinking, where's he going with this? What's the train got to do with it? If you get on a train and you see all those huge buddleias at the side of the railways that grow into monster-sized bushes, these are not those.
This is not what is that?
Definitely not. I mean, you could put 3 of these in a Somerville planter, no problem at all. Even a Davenport, you could probably put all 3 in. They will flower from midsummer right the way up until autumn. You can trim them back in the spring if they ever get too tall, which is unlikely. And they will come back and flower on new growth as well. And they take all the cold temperatures during the winter.
Amazing. Love it. For anybody that's got a small garden or is a container gardener or a balcony gardener, you can grow buddleia without it taking over the entirety of your garden. 511824 is the item number for the Buddleia Little Rock Stars. It's brand new to us this year, so if you would like to grow your own buddleia in the smallest of spaces or even in containers, here is how you do it. 511824 is the item number on the Buddleia Little Rock Stars. Now, we did see a bit of Loropetalum earlier on in the 15cm pot. Dark foliage, bright pink flowers, pretty tough, resilient. It would appreciate being in a sheltered, shady spot in the garden. It is hardy down to probably about -5, but if you pick that nice shelter shaded?
Shelter shaded?
A shelter shade, you know what I mean. If you pick that area, it will definitely help to see it through the winter for you. Does like ericaceous compost, so it does like that acid soil.
Ericaceous compost.
510604 is the item number if you would like to go for the Loropetalum Black Pearl. We are going on to the Salvia Amistad, which is in the 3-litre pot, and if you want something really gorgeous and dramatic, then definitely think about adding this one. It is a stunner. Pollinators love it. It flowers later on in the summer, going into autumn, quite a long flowering period. Another one that is relatively hardy. Do consider just maybe a mulch in winter just to help see it through, and this will delight you for many years. I think it was Monty Don, I seem to remember having some of these in his West garden or something or other.
Probably.
560516 is the item number if you'd like to go for the Salvia Amistad in the 3-litre pot. Double up. You got extra savings. Make ssure you're using your code YGTV2526 to get those savings. Daphne Perfume Princess in the 13cm pot. If you want winter fragrance, then there's only a few. There's a handful of plants to give you that gorgeous winter fragrance. A plethora of fragrance in the summertime, but can you get it in winter? Yes, you can with the Daphne Perfume Princess. Beautiful clusters of these pale pink flowers starting out from quite deep pink buds. And this, I mean, mine was flowering, I think it was from December. I think it had beautiful fragrance December, January, February, and going into March. It was quite a long time. It does flower a little earlier than other Daphnes, and it does flower throughout the winter months. It's evergreen foliage as well. Ultimately and eventually it'll grow to roughly about 1 metre in height, and it will spread by that much as well, but it is a relatively slower growing one. It's not going to fill that gap instantly, so just bear that in mind. You could container grow this if you want to, and it is ideally suited to a slightly more shady spot in the garden, but not fussy on soil type. Mine is growing in clay soil and doing very well there. 511038 is the item number for that one. We've got some compact digitalis, some foxgloves for you. These will grow to about 50 centimetres in height, and they produce multiple stems from the base of the plant. Typically, digitalis or foxgloves, you'll get one stem, tall, beautiful, stunning, but this will grow a little shorter and with those multiple flowers on there. And if you cut the main stem down, it will help to encourage the extra stems to come up bigger. Don't be in a hurry to cut them down at the end of the season, because they will produce seed pods and they will seed about for you. Technically a short-lived perennial plant, but once you've got them, because they happily self-seed and create little pups at the base, you can always have them in your garden, and pollinators absolutely adore them. You will get a collection here where you're getting 3 of them. They're all in 3-litre pots as well. These aren't baby plants. You're getting 3-litre pots in bloom and flower right now, and you can double up on those as well, and you can get 6 of them, 2 of each colour. 561431. The most popular item on the show, it's got to be the mango tree. Yes, it is. It is the beautiful mini grafted mango tree. Loads of you going for that one in the 1.5-litre pot. £25.49, your discount club price here. Now, it is a project. Please don't think I'm just going to stick this in my garden. I'm going to grow mangoes. Mangoes are a tropical fruit, but it is possible with the right care and attention. Keep them warm, keep them in that sunny space, give them winter protection, and you do have the chance of being able to grow your own mangoes, which I think is absolutely fascinating. Now, because it is a tropical plant, it shouldn't drop its leaves, not all of them at one time anyway. It might replenish a few, but it is evergreen, and you do want to keep it nice and warm. We sort of, Adam's saying on as an average of around 15 degrees. You know, it'll cope with slightly less occasionally, but yeah, you do want to keep it slightly warmer. But right now, outside during the summer, introduce it to those sunny spots nice and gradually, and you will see some lovely growth happening on there. And then hopefully very soon, you can start messaging us saying, I'm growing my first mango. It'll be very exciting. 300321, the item number. A couple of questions on that one. People were asking, can I keep it in a greenhouse over winter? Probably not. Your greenhouse is not going to be warm enough to be able to do that. So it would almost become a house plant, wouldn't it, in winter?
It would need to be in your house. It wouldn't survive unless you heated your greenhouse that temperature. It needs to be indoors in the winter.
Okay, 300321 is the item number on that one. Do remember that we've got our amazing compost available for you. And Anne, hello to you on YouTube. What's Anne asking? Can we remind you why your compost is looking mouldy at times again, please? I forgot what it was. It's basically good ingredients in there.
Mycelium, that's what it is.
Yeah, it's what it's telling you, and particularly if you have it, because I've had mushrooms growing in there in the past, it's actually showing you that your compost has an amazing, biodiversity structure in there, isn't it?
It's like when we say to use the mycorrhizal fungi to plant things with. That's what's developing on the compost. That mycorrhiza. That's a positive thing, not a negative. It is,
honestly, because I think we sometimes mould, got to get rid of it. But actually, when it comes to the garden space, it can be a good thing. It means there's good stuff going on in that compost, so don't panic, Anne. Right, the premium professional compost is available for you there as well, the 110 litres, and you can get the 100 grams of soluble fertiliser with that deal, 100208. If you want to, though, because somebody did ask about this earlier, you can still get hold of the double up deal that we had a few weeks ago. 100125 is the item number, and you need to use the code from a couple of weeks ago, which is YGTV 2326. No postage to pay on any of your orders, so you can check out a couple of times. If you need to use this week's code for an order you're placing for this week's items, do that, and then you can place a separate order for the compost using that code from a couple of weeks ago. Right, we've got about 20 minutes left. I think we've managed to catch up with ourselves. Let's talk about the plants that we've got for you on this table now. Of course, Nandina Firepower. Come on, everybody needs a firepower in their garden.
They do, and you have it all the year through as well, because it's evergreen and it's ever red. Now this one's not quite shown as much colour as it will do, because the new leaves come through a beautiful deep red colour, almost like a red robin.
This is sort of what happens to it at this time of year, isn't it? You know, you get the more green colours at this time of year, and it changes colour with the colder temperatures.
That's the nice thing about it. There you go, Bex. That's what you get in those colder temperatures. You get those really sort of fiery, shiny red colours. In the spring, the new growth comes to a red colour as well. It's always chopping and changing. But you get this really lovely foliage 12 months of the year. It'll only get about knee height as well, so it's a really compact plant. They can flower for you. They have little white flower clusters that can produce berries. Doesn't need pruning, trimming or shaping. It will grow in full sun or part shade, sandy soils or clay soils. You can see the lovely red berries there.
Mine hasn't produced berries or flowers yet. Now they do need to be just a little bit more mature, don't they, before they'll do that?
And they can, Nandinas in the UK can be a little bit reluctant to flower sometimes as well. They tend to flower more in places with longer, kind of extended summers and warm autumn temperatures.
I've always said I don't care if it ever does or not.
No,
For
I'm
me,
not bothered.
I'm taking the mickey out of you. We're chopping flowers off foliage plants. This is absolutely about foliage for me.
Definitely.
The colours, the texture, the sound,
the movement.
Of it.
That's why I'm doing that, because it's got that lovely sound when the wind blows through.
It's one of the most beautiful plants. It's one of my favourite foliage plants in the garden.
And that discount club price there of £12.74 for something as big and as chunky as this. This is a whopping great big plant. That's at least a 3 litre pot that's in.
Yeah.
Really lovely. And the good thing is, and we were in the middle of June, we're coming up to the summer solstice. This will look just as gorgeous coming up to the winter solstice as well. And it's tough, resilient.
It was the feature in my garden one Christmas. I had it as the main plant in the centre of the table outside, because it was one of the things in my garden that just looked, I'm talking around Christmas time, it was one of the items in my garden that absolutely looked at its best at that time of year. It's such a beautiful plant, and I barely, other than admiring it, I pay no attention to it.
That's all you got to do. Just plant it, love it, leave it, and that's it. You don't need to trim, you don't need to stake it, there's no deadheading to do. It will lose some leaves in the spring, sort of mid to late spring, early summer, and all it's doing then, it's just shedding some of the really old leaves as it produces new leaves, because although it's evergreen, obviously the same leaves can't stay on forever and ever. So once a year it will shed some of the more damaged, lower down, shadier leaves as it produces beautiful fresh foliage on top. But it's never going to get big. I mean, you could grow this easily in a pot. Something like the Davenport would be perfect size for it. Even something like the sort of the Nantucket one or the Cromarty kind of pots we do, they're all a good size for this plant.
Okay, double up deal available for you. So what is it? Double up for £10 more or £8.50 as a club member, because you always always going to get that 15% discount from being a club member. Even when we're doubling up or taking money off, you still get 15% discount, which is why we always push you to become a club member. It's 10 quid to join. That's your annual fee, one-off payment for that year, and then you will continue to get that 15% discount every time you place an order. Plus, with shopping on YGTV, you get your free postage as well, which is brilliant. Make sure you use the code, please, YGTV2526. Now, we've got a favourite for you in the potting shed, a plant that I always say every garden should own, and I genuinely believe that. I honestly think that every garden should have ceanothus, and every garden can have ceanothus. Doesn't matter the size of the garden, does it?
No, precisely. And this one's nice as well because in a really good full-on sunny position, this is a ground-hugging kind of plant. In a shadier spot, it will tend to grow more upright. But you've got 3 plants here, gorgeous plants in 9cm pots. Oh my goodness me, am I going to get this?
It's going to be rooty, isn't it?
Look at that.
There you go.
Proper root system on this. And these grow really, really quickly as well. So these are sort of fast-growing plants. There we go. You can see their lovely, gorgeous roots out established in a pot or a container. They love full sun. That's their happy place. They're very drought tolerant. They can go down to -10 during the winter. And they keep those super shiny leaves all the year through. And it's doing what ceanothus do. They have a main flowering period in May, that kind of time, but they will flower on and off in a smaller amount throughout the summer.
Yeah. And a second sort of flush of flowers you can get as we head towards autumn, as the day lengths just get that little bit shorter again, like they are in sort of May time. It can encourage them to do a secondary flowering. Now, this would be a great pack to collect if you want to create a hedge border, wouldn't it?
It'd be lovely. It could be a nice sort of low-level, open kind of border or hedge even if you want, bringing loads and loads of pollinators. And the flowers are really nicely fragranced as well.
I love the fragrance.
Yeah, and it's a proper blue colour. You can see they're not purple, not mauve. A real good blue flowering plant. Blue is still a very unusual colour in the garden ordinarily. In fact, I'm going to take a little whiff of one of those flowers.
They do smell delightful.
Yeah, it's quite a sweet
fragrance. And they do
fragrance.
get absolutely covered, very much like the picture here.
That is nice.
Genuinely, the whole plant gets completely covered. 511039, the item number. Double up available, so you can get 6 of these, and this is what I'm talking about if you want to create that hedge border, because each one of these can grow to, what, 3 metres?
And they will grow quick to that size as well.
Width we're talking. So if you want to create that hedge border, you can definitely do it with a pack like this. 511039 is the item number for that one. Double up for £10 more. Right, let's move on to, I love these. Right, we're going to go on to 2 roses, both of which are bi-colour. We're starting off with the beautiful raspberry ripple. So a bi-coloured rose.
Yeah, it's got that jumping gene, isn't it, this one? So you get, every flower is unique, is different. You never know exactly what you're going to get. And you can see on the blossoms here, some have got more red, some have got more white. Each petal is unique, different, individual. They're this is a floribunda type rose, so you get those multitudes of flowers on the end of each stem. It's going to be less than a metre tall, about 80, 90 to about a metre tall max. Grow it in a pot or a container or in the ground. It's pot grown, so as usual, I know you get bored of us saying this, but make sure the little knuckly bit or the union at the base is at least 1 inch to 2 inches below the final soil level. Super healthy foliage on these, and they're going to flower for you this year. This one's already got big buds on at the top, and I really like the fact that the new foliage comes through this coppery kind of red colour, and then it turns to that really super healthy, lustrous green as well.
It's such a lovely plant, honestly. I just think it's amazing. Not the most fragrant of the roses. You know, it's not a Catherine Rose in fragrance, but I always say to you, there is a fragrance that comes from it. It's a lovely, delicate rose fragrance. And when it's covered in roses, you will be able to smell it. What it lacks in its power of fragrance, it absolutely makes up for in its looks.
Definitely, because it's that unique thing about the flower changing all the time. That's the great fun of it. You grow a blue moon rose, you grow spitting everywhere, excuse me. You grow an iceberg rose, you know every time the rose is going to be pure white or that sort of dark kind of purpley blue colour. But with this, obviously it's going to be either sort of red or white, but you never know the proportions of the colour on each flower, which adds to the fun and the joy of it.
Yeah, definitely. All right, that one is the raspberry ripple rose. £5 saving there, £16.99 for a potted rose from Harkness Roses as well. That's amazing. And we've also got its brother or sister or whatever. This one's called Oranges and Lemons. Same story here, basically. It's a bi-coloured rose, but this one's actually got a flower on it as well.
Good, isn't it, to see it in the flesh?
Look
at that.
at that!
Isn't that incredible, Bex? I mean, just amazing. And it can have a flower next to it that will be completely different. I've even seen on some of these roses, one half of the flower pretty much one colour and the other half of the flower pretty much the other colour.
That's so cool.
It is cool, isn't it? I mean, it's just really, really
I love it.
fun. And basically what we said about the Raspberry Ripple applies to this as well. It's not going to get more than about a metre tall. You can grow it in a pot or a container. Harkness always breed roses that have got very super healthy foliage as well, good disease resistance built into these roses. They'll repeat flower. What they do, Matt?
They'll repeat flower.
They'll repeat flower for you, which is good. So you keep getting those flushes of flower from midsummer all the way through till autumn. Deadhead, that's always important. By that we mean once the sort of head of flowers has gone over, go down the stem to about the width of something like a knitting needle width, thereabouts. Cut just above an outward facing leaf. A new shoot will come through and that will give you more flowers, and then you just wait to see what kind of colour proportion you're going to get
I mean, you see
on
there,
those
look,
beautiful flowers.
Perfectly bi-coloured, and then you go up and look, it's more yellow than it is orange. I just think it's dead interesting.
They're great.
And I think actually, if you had space for it, these next to each other, the Raspberry Ripple and the Oranges and Lemons right next to each other, that would be really cool, wouldn't it?
There's one thing I'm going to look into though.
What's that?
On one of the labels, it's Papagena. On the other label, it's Papageno. It's like they're kind of male and female or something.
Yeah, we'll have to check.
You have to check that out. Just
interesting. By the way, that is real.
It is.
That's real.
That's not AI.
Not AI. That is.
Oh, don't go too scrunchy. Don't want a camellia moment.
It's pretty, isn't it? I want to stick my nose in it.
You could put that in your hair.
I'm coming round. I'm coming round.
It's lovely.
Yeah, it's delicate. It's lovely, but it's a delicate fragrance. So it's got absolute beauty and that gorgeous delicate fragrance that goes with it. Would be great as a cut flower as well. I mean, that would, if you've got loads of those.
Okay, imagine a bouquet of those.
That would look amazing, wouldn't it?
If you had a bouquet of the Raspberry Ripple and the lemon and oranges and lemons together, whoa, that would look good.
Very nice. All right. It is Floribunda, by the way, those two roses that we've been talking about there. So clusters of roses that you will be getting on those particular ones. That one is the Rose, Oranges and Lemons, 780244, the item number, and $16.99 for a potted rose. That's a bargain.
I'm going in. It's a sniff off.
Oh, she smells so good.
It does smell good. Oh, wow.
I bet she smells that good.
I'd like to get my pillows to smell like that, so
yeah, right?
Do you use that sort of bed mist stuff?
No, I don't, but I would if it smelled like that.
Yeah, I use a lavender one.
I love the smell of that. That's gorgeous. Right, I just want to bring these roses forward for you because I want to show you, because we've got a sort of journey here for you. That's how the bud starts out. But there's a green bud somewhere. Hang on. I can see it on the screen, but I can't. It's the other rose. That doesn't belong to that rose. That belongs to the oranges.
That kind of threw me as well. I was thinking,
like, what are you talking
where
about?
is it?
Right, so that one is the bud as it starts out. Almost red colour. It's a very, very deep pink. And then look how perfect that is as the rose starts opening. And then as it goes through the stages and opens up to reveal the stamen in the centre, which is going to bring the pollinators into the garden. And you will not be able to stay away from that rose. You won't be able to stop, honestly. You've seen what Adam and I like. We're obsessed.
And look at the foliage. Honestly, we promise you 100% we have not put leaf shine
no.
on that rose. That is the natural lustre and sheen of the leaves on these roses. Harkness really pride themselves on creating roses that have got vigour and strength, not only from the flower and the fragrance, but in the foliage as well. Bred in disease resistance. They stopped using fungicides and pesticides many, many years ago, and they just trial thousands and thousands of roses for natural resistance until eventually they find one that does sort of withstand all those horrible pests and things that can affect roses. And each one of these roses you buy as well, there'll be a £5 donation to the Royal Marsden Hospital as well.
All right, that's it. I'm getting one. I've decided
Charity.
I absolutely need the Catherine Rose. I will find a space for that. I hope you all feel very much the same. Seriously, you need that gorgeous rose in your garden. It is absolutely beautiful. Right, 780034 is the item number if you would like to go for it. It's in the 3-litre pot, and it includes that £5 charitable donation as well. £24.64 is the price for that gorgeous Catherine rose for you there. Naomi says I should buy this for next door. Her name's Catherine. That would be a lovely gift for you to give them. I like green buds, and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. Right, I was looking for you on eBay. How do I order the ice cream shop? I have no idea. Ice cream shop, SRB2937. How do I order the ice cream shop? Are you in the right place? We talk about plants here. Please let me know if I can help in any way. Right, the meteor would look good with the oranges and lemons. I agree with you, Naomi. I need to buy another oranges and lemons and the raspberry ripple. Oh, more boo casualties. Oh, bless you. Right, do jump into the chat if you want to ask any quick last-minute questions. Most happy to answer those. We didn't get around to showing those other pictures. Can we do it quick? We've got a few minutes. Edward, so Harry and Henry have taken over the Strolch. What does that mean? Oh, I'm not connected. Gosh darn it. I was going to say something else and I stopped myself. There we go. Look, hang on. Lovely, lovely border here, but this is what I mean by her.
Oh, bless.
Oh, hello.
Oh, look at that. Oh, what a nice little home to be living in.
I think I would like a cat.
Oh, I'd like one of them to sleeping in the evening. They do them adult size. Isn't that lovely?
Thank you for sending. I love furry friends pictures. Right, so Nathan, East Coast Tropical. Here you go. Are you all ready to get jealous? Here we go. Beautiful, Fatsia, looking stunning.
Whoa, look at this.
Oh, look at this.
Need to go and see this garden. Oh my goodness me.
It's
so
just
envious.
Heavenly.
Look at this. That's
Absolutely.
a Xanthodeschia there.
The furry
Yay.
friend.
Oh.
It's just so lush and tropical looking and absolutely gorgeous.
That's my hookah ibex on the right.
I think
that's Palace Purple, that one. Yeah. Yeah, that's what mine looks like. Beautiful.
Thank you, Nathan. We love seeing your garden, honestly. Penny, good afternoon. All my front garden today. Just one of my hanger baskets. Back garden being a bit neglected. Been looking after these puppies and their mum 4 weeks old.
Oh, puppies.
Penny,
Puppies.
Penny,
Oh,
puppies.
no. Look at these.
Oh. Oh, Penny.
Oh, I bet they smell lovely. I love the smell of puppies.
Smell like digestive biscuits and wee at the same time. It's such a lovely
puppies
smell.
are so nice.
Oh, Penny.
Blimey, Penny, you have seriously gone for it there. Look at that. That is amazing. Look at it.
That looks so cool.
That is so colourful.
I love the kind of hard landscaping of the rocks and then all the soft flowers in between.
It's kind of got a really beachy, coastal kind of feel to it. That is awesome. And as Matt just said about the cord lines at the back there, they just really, really finish it off. And you can see how they make the little stems as well, because we always say the leaves die off and you get that like false kind of palm tree look. There you go. That's what they're doing.
Oh, Penny, that looks ace. I love it. I love it. Let's have one more. Oh, and there's your hanging baskets looking beautiful.
Oh, that's like is that the Super Cascade ones that you grow?
Super Cascades.
The big chunky ones.
And in the easy fill hanging baskets as well. That's what because I had one hanging basket that failed, so I've replanted with the Super Cascade. As just yesterday I did it. Dave sent to customer service, but meant YGTV. Okay, hold on. Oh, Dave, I don't. I'm going to have to come back to that. There's too much information. I can't quite see. Oh, here we go, Dave. I get it. Pictures here. Thank you. Mojo Berry plants from you and other plants from you. That is the Lysosteria, isn't it?
That is. Yeah. Oh, we haven't seen that this year, have we?
We haven't. We need to dig that one out again.
Yeah. We haven't seen that one recently.
Beautiful foliage on there. There's a little shark on the floor. Yeah, brilliant. Let's keep going.
Is it mummy shark or baby shark or daddy shark?
Is that the Mojo Berry?
Yeah, it's Mojo Berry. And it's got Mojo Berries on as well.
Look at that. I've never eaten a Mojo Berry.
I've got the Mojo Berry. But
have you?
Yeah, mine's only dinky at the moment. It's his first year.
When you get fruits, I'd like to try a Mojo Berry.
I'll bring some
please. I don't think I've ever eaten one.
Oh, that's a cucumber.
Oh yes, look, there they are. Little cucumbers
snack.
growing.
Is that quick snack or?
I need to grow
Piccolino?
cucumbers. Next year I'll do some cucumbers.
Yeah,
I've
they're
never
easy.
grown
They're
cucumbers.
really easy to grow.
I'm going to do it next year.
Oh, I'm
Oh,
liking
look at
this.
what's going on over here. So much going on. You've got your Nepophias in the background.
Are they potatoes down at the front?
They look a bit potato-ish
look a
foliage,
bit-
don't they?
Yay, lots going on.
I spotted that, look.
Yes.
Bowl's mouth.
It's 11 month out of 12 still flowering. 'Cause they do just keep going, don't they? Flower and flower and flower and flower.
Dave, thank you so much. I see what happens. You sent the pictures to us, but you sent it to customer services, and then customer services come back saying it's looking great. What are you talking about? I see what's happened there, Dave. Thank you, everybody. We did manage to show all of those pictures. I didn't want to miss anybody out because obviously we ask you to send us pictures, and then I'm always really sad if we don't actually get round to showing them as well. Right, so we're just going to finish off, I think, with the beautiful mango tree that we've got for you. It's been our most popular item on the show today. We definitely predicted that. We thought it would be. It's something a bit new and a bit interesting.
Definitely. I mean, it's a project plant, but if you're dedicated, if you can give it the right conditions, get it to flower. The flowers are lovely. They're white. They're fragrant. It's self-fertile. In its happy place, it will produce your own homegrown mangoes. Imagine that. I mean, you don't have to go and pay a fortune for them from the supermarket. They don't have to be imported from the other side of the planet. You could experience the flavour of your own mangoes in your own home.
You definitely can. 300321. SRB2937. He meant the ripple-coloured or they meant the ripple-coloured roses, raspberry ripple, like an ice cream. Sorry, I didn't quite get that. If you want to place your order, by the way, all you have to do is make a note of the item number, and then you can go to our website. All the details you need are on the screen, really. So you go to YouGarden.com. If you click on the Live Now button, if you're on a PC, look, it's there. If you're on a phone or a tablet, it might be under the menu button. But if you find the Live Now section, you can then scroll down and you can see all of the items that are in the YGTV show, and that's where you can then find the raspberry ripple. You can then add that to your basket, go through to your basket, and that's where you can then check out. Now, to get the savings that we are talking about, we do have an offer code that's on screen. So this week's offer code is YGTV2526. So what you need to do is make sure that you're putting the correct code into the offer code bit there, and that will then give you the savings and the prices that we've been showing you on the screen. And that's where you can then check out. You can join the club today and save an extra £3. Costs you £10 to join, but you get 15% discount off the pots, the compost, and the plants that we show you in the potting shed and on the website. But do remember that YGTV items have free postage. If you shop the rest of the website, you will pay a postage cost, which is why we encourage you to watch us here on YGTV, either live on a Thursday afternoon or a Sunday morning, or you can watch these shows on catch up anytime you like on YouTube, on Facebook, and via our website, YouGarden.com. I hope I gave you all the information you need.
This man's got to go.
I know, we're going to go now.
Mango.
Love you all lots. Thank you so much for joining us. I will be back on Sunday at, I think it's either 10 or 11 o'clock. I can never remember the time, but I'll be here with you on Sunday. If you want to watch Adam, he will be up in 1 hour on TikTok, if you're a TikToker.
After my chicken and cucumber sandwiches.
We'll see you all very soon.
Bye.
Bye now.